She did what?
She wrote a list of famous people she slept with.
Really?
Lindsay Lohan did?
Yeah.
Is my name on there?
I think that's
You're B-list at best, Preston.
I think that's Joaquin Phoenix, Justin Timberlake, Wilma
So
Valderrama.
wait a minute. You're just naming all the people that have herpes. Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Oh, now that's when he did it. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Also,
so you gotta keep you on your toes.
There's also Zac Efron. Oh, that poor guy.
Dude, I just recently saw a list of all the people that have herpes, or it's like the top 10 celebrities that have herpes, and it's like, holy shit, it's all these A-list people, or the people that you usually see in the movies.
Like who?
Like Justin Timberlake.
Adam Levine, apparently, because he also.
Adam Levine, apparently. Jessica Alba.
Really?
Scarlett Johansson. There's a bunch of there's a bunch of people, and it's like, oh. Well, all these people that I'd be like, dang, I'd love to go on a celebrity date with them. It's like, now it's like,
having sex with someone with herpes doesn't necessarily mean you'll get herpes.
But still, it's just kind of like, okay.
You have to have open sores and...
Let's
get
you
don't
off
have to
the
have
subject.
open sores.
Hey, Twitter has 2 followers.
Hooray!
Who are they?
Are they your mom?
Are they being Corey?
I don't have Twitter.
It's Eric, and I don't know the second guy.
Oh, it's probably... I don't know the other guy
He is
either.
going to be our very first... I'm going to shout him out right now. Thank you for being our first official follower. I'm doing this right now.
We should make him some T-shirts.
Well, guys, welcome to episode 2 of the Epic NerdCast.
Hello.
Hi. I'm tweeting. I'm not very good at this.
And I am looking up the top celebrities with herpes right now. 52 famous people have herpes. Or 7 hottest celebrities infected with STDs.
I think that's exactly the one that I saw.
Ah.
I was just like, whoa, okay. Well, anyways, we're gonna have more on the podcast today than just that. So let's start off our first segment like we usually do. What's up, guys? How's it going? Since Preston's doing some stuff, Eric, stop looking at herpes and tell us how your week went.
Well, I'm doing Pamela Anderson, of course. My week's been going okay. Just saw Sherman and Mr. Peabody, which was cool. I'll talk about that a little later. I've been playing. I did the deal. I did the Nintendo deal where you get you buy a game and you get Pokemon for free.
Oh, sweet! Yeah, we talked about that last week. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did that. So I got Mario 3D Land, which is very fun. I did it for the Pokemon.
Oh, wait. So you got it for the 3DS or?
3DS, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I know the one on the Wii U is supposed to be amazing.
That's 3D World for the DS. 3D Land. Yeah.
3D. Okay. I was trying to make that distinction earlier and I couldn't vocalize it. All right, that's cool. So you got which version of Pokemon did you get?
I had X, so I just got Y. So now I'm doing I'm trying to do like before it was for fun. This time I'm trying to do it for who's gonna be my badass team. Like right now I got an Umbreon with a good nature. I forget what it is, but totally EV trained. It was bred. I got it on Wonder Trade, but it was bred.
Was it full of carbs? And
It was bred. It was a loaf. It was bred, not breeded. What am I? Some kind of southern hick?
Yes.
To be an Umbreon, so I was like, yay, it's perfect. Oh my gosh, and I love it. And it's female, which is actually very rare for EVs. I think it's 1 in 8 or 1 in 9 or so.
Yeah, the sexual dimorphism of Pokemon is a hotly debated topic.
Of course, Paris helped.
No, dude, dude, I've been searching everywhere and nobody can find a male Honedge. I was trying to breed something with it, but all I can ever find are female Honedges. And I thought maybe that's, Pokemon X exclusive, but my cousin who has Pokemon Y, he says all he's ever gotten are female Honedges too. So,
Wait.
Damn, what the fuck?
I mean, you can still do Dittos.
That's true. I could do that, but I just wanted to either catch one or trade one right off the bat.
Yeah, I get you.
Just to cut out the middleman. But yeah. Anything else besides getting that deal?
No.
Peabody or Sherman and Peabody.
Yeah, actually, I also I was hired to do a little promo video for someone running for the Long Beach City College Board of Trustees. So I'm working on that right now.
Oh, cool.
Neat.
You wanna plug them or?
Go Stella Orsua. Yeah.
Woo, yeah.
If you guys probably haven't heard who she is, because most of our friends go to Cal State Long Beach, and fans probably don't go to college.
Do it. Vote for it anyways, nerds.
Yeah.
Are you saying nerds don't go to college?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're like Bill Gates. They drop out. By the way, I just saw a quote from Bill Gates, which is like, if you're in college, start studying for tests very late, because then you'll learn how to handle a crisis when you're in the professional.
That's the only way that I study. I cram.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Bill Gates is basically saying you're on the right path.
Yay. Because I crave his approval.
I fucking do.
Dude, I give up on Twitter for now. I can't figure this out.
No, that's why I never got a Twitter. But I don't know. Now maybe I should just follow our podcast. hint to anybody who has a Twitter account.
Follow us. Hey, by the way, that Patrick guy, who's our one and only actual subscriber follower on Twitter.
Hi, Patrick. What's his last name?
You're amazing.
I have no idea. It just says Patrick. His handle is Patrick something, and you're cool, man. I want to buy you a beer.
Oh, now he's gonna unfollow.
Patrick, if
oh God, I don't want to be friends with
I don't know who this. I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's any of our friends, but that's actually very nice of him to follow us and pretend that we're interesting.
Patrick, if you're who I think you are, I'm gonna give you a big hug when I see you.
Watch some guy from out of state in Alaska.
Just some guy like, I think you guys are really funny.
I don't think that's how they speak in Alaska, but all right. Preston, how's your week been?
Okay. Okay. Well, I might be having to take several breaks during this podcast.
Oh yes, tell us this story.
So I'm in a lot of pain right now.
What happened?
What happened? Yeah, you guys have been making fun of me for it all day. This morning there was a bag of gummies, and I ate all of them. Probably about 30 or 40 of them in the bag. Finished the bag, looked at the label. They were fiber supplements. So
Gross.
Preston's been pooping.
I've
Quite a
been
bit.
pooping. Actually, just before this, Eric over here, I sent them a picture of me pooping, and Eric came to the bathroom and started having a conversation with me in the stall.
Well, what else do you do when your friend sends you? I thought it was an invitation.
You know what? I appreciated the company. I really did. And then we started talking about our penises and how we're just.
This joke is going on way longer than it should.
Oh, it's not a joke.
No, I stuck my penis under that stall.
And the lights
And
went
the
out.
lights
What the
went
fuck
out.
happened? Oh wait,
Are we
I
on
think
a-
it's a motion sensor. There you go. Just wave your arms.
We're just gonna
around.
have to get up and move every minute.
Yeah, well, somebody will do that.
Or
Or
we just do this in the dark, because why not?
That actually sounds kind of fun. But no, my weekend was a lot of fun. I worked on a music video, the Genie Crew, and it was a 20-hour workday. So I got there at 9 a.m. and my math is gonna be wrong, but I started work at 9 a.m. and I got home around 5 a.m. It was daylight savings time too, so it was very, very
Jesus.
fun. But however, that might get me a shoot in the future in Tennessee,
fucking legit.
Oh, really?
by Nashville.
Will Danny fly you out, or are you gonna
Yep.
have to? Nice.
I'd be flown out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, that sounds cool, man. Anything else? Any shows you been watching? Any games or anything?
I just finished. I don't know. I read a lot. I just finished Time Traveler's Wife. I'm gonna watch that movie soon. That book is
Oh, did that come out like a couple years ago?
a few years ago. The book was super boring and romantic and
Wait, was that the one?
Kind of like your love life.
Was that the one where she keeps dying? No, because they weren't married then. Not the one where she keeps dying, right?
no.
Okay, I'm thinking of a different time
so.
traveler movie where the
think-
moon crashes into the earth.
That's Majora's Mask. 3 days.
But yeah, so I'm gonna start. I have a library of Chuck Palahniuk books, so I'm gonna start digging into that.
Oh, cool. So more Fight Club stuff, or
More or less. This one that I'm reading is called Survivor, and it's read backwards, which is really interesting.
So that's what the TV show was based off of.
No, no, it's more Lost-ish than anything else.
Oh Jesus! Then just, my condolences for the ending then.
Right? Right? I never want to get into that show.
No, that's there was a topic that came up on another podcast where the members were asked like, what is one show that you never got into because like there was too much hype or too many people following it, and one person said Lost, and everybody was like, oh, good job not following that because the ending was terrible.
See, I heard the same for Heroes.
Same for because okay, I followed Heroes, and after season 2 it just fucking died, and it just kind of just had a slow quiet death. But now they're bringing it back from what I hear.
Dexter, yeah, I heard they are gonna. And I feel I don't
wait,
know.
did you say Dexter?
Oh, what are you guys talking
We're
about?
talking about
Heroes.
Heroes.
Oh, I
Do
actually
you
heard that
listen
Dexter.
to us?
I actually heard that they were thinking about bringing him back too.
Really?
Yeah, and some
Bunch of reboots. Huh?
I think they were talking to C Hall. What's his first name? Something C
Jason
Hall.
C. Hall? Is that?
Yeah,
is
something like that.
Is I don't know. That just rolls off the tongue for some reason.
Michael C. Hall. I forget. Yeah, but
Fuck
they.
it, who cares?
Yeah. Sorry, but I was thinking Dexter. When you said about shows that had they finished badly, I was thinking Dexter.
Oh yeah. Well, that was like the stark opposite of Breaking Bad, where Dexter went on too long, and just fucking died. And then you had Breaking Bad that knew exactly like when to end it.
I just want to be clear because I haven't seen the show. When you say Dexter died.
No.
No.
Well, he might have. The show died.
The show died.
Okay.
The same way that Heroes kind of just fucking died.
I was super afraid you just...
No. No spoilers.
We'll say spoilers are the spoilers. Like, because like, I watched some episodes of Dexter. I liked it. Then I watched some of the later episodes and I was just like...
I watched the entire thing and it just... After the 4th season, it gets horrible.
And then we found out that Bruce Willis died. And after that, oh...
He was a ghost the whole time?
Oh, did you hear? Okay, so the Bruce Willis has said before that he only wants to do up to 6 Die Hard movies. The tentative title for the 6th and final installment. Anybody want to take a guess?
The end of Bruce Willis's career.
No, it's the name that they have is Old Habits Die Hard. I don't know. I just like the way that the past few Die Hard movies have just been like, you know, just dumb titles that it's just like you laugh at and it's like that's actually kind of clever.
I like that. I think that's really creative.
They were tossing around the idea of him going to Japan or something like that and dealing with Yakuza, which that'd be fucking cool. Bruce Willis. No, okay, like Bruce Willis fucking suplexing fucking ninjas would be ridiculous. That would be the death of Bruce Willis's career.
I hated when Wolverine did that for Wolverine 2.
Really?
I hated it.
You know what? I will disagree with you. Because there's no way that it was worse than the original Wolverine.
I like the original Wolverine better.
Wow.
Because there were 4 fucking mutants in the entire movie in Wolverine 2. Only 4.
That's fine.
How are you gonna have an X-Men movie with only 4
It's not an
mutants?
X-Men movie.
It is an X-Men.
It's a Wolverine movie.
But Wolverine's based off X-Men. It's an X-Men movie.
Wolverine actually showed up before the X-Men. He was actually when he was first introduced, he was part of the Hulk series.
But it's a mutant. It's in that fucking domain.
Right, but I think that it's better that they didn't have too many mutants in there because it wasn't really a story based around Wolverine, you know, using his powers for everything. It was him losing his powers and being more internalized as far as the story goes.
The only good thing about that movie was the secret ending. That was the only good thing.
I'm gonna disagree with Eric. If you've seen it, it actually is a pretty good film in comparison.
It's not.
Especially if you're a fan of Marvel and a fan of Wolverine.
Corey's just saying that because he likes ninjas.
No, not even that. I like Wolverine. There's a lot of story to him. There's this was based off of some other stories where he actually does live in Japan for a time. He there was this whole thing with him almost getting married and Lady Deathstrike coming in and everything. But I don't know. I appreciate it a lot because it was a good adaptation of that comic book story. Eric, I don't know how big of a fan you are of comics or of Marvel or Wolverine.
Love Marvel, but I'm not much of a comic book reader.
Okay,
Reader.
well then maybe it's an outside, maybe it's an inside bias for me, and maybe it's an outside bias for Eric. I don't know. I would say for me, I always say go watch the movie to see for yourself. If you're entertained, don't just automatically pan it as a bad movie because real quick, I'm gonna roll into my week. My week, I watched the sequel to 300.
Oh,
was that a bad movie?
It wasn't a great movie. It was just if you look at it on the surface, it's a bland story and whatever. That's not much different than the original 300, but it kept me entertained. It wasn't a spectacular movie.
Lots of slow motion fighting.
Oh, that's one thing. It's like wow, okay, there is a lot of slow motion, but it's done in the right context, and at least they're doing it well. They know how to do slow motion and whatever. So it doesn't look too tacky. Because there was fucking a Sucker Punch, which was just fucking horrible. I was so hyped for Sucker Punch, and then when I saw the movie, fuck that piece of shit, man. There was the slow mo was done terribly. I hated the story. That's a bad movie.
Yeah, no, I think
that one was terrible. But this one was all right. You didn't really get a lot of characterization for anybody.
Punch?
No. Yeah, but I mean of 300 Rise of an Empire. My cousin and I went to go watch it, and the takeaway from it was do we know the other people's names besides the 2 main characters? And we're like, no, we don't. And I'm like, that's fine, whatever. I mean, I didn't expect it to be that great, but Eva Green, who plays Artemisia, the female villain for this one, I think her performance stole the show for this one. I kept it interesting because she's just fucking demented and and crazy. Her backstory I really liked. I don't know. I mean, if you like the original 300 and if you just want like testosterone, go watch it. One thing that's cool is that there's a distinction between the Spartans and this is like the Athenian army, where like the Spartans are like super soldiers and they're super macho and everything. These ones are they state many times that it's a group of farmers and potters and whatnot. They're not super like overzealous for anything in comparison to the Spartans who are like fucking honorable death blah. So I don't know. I would say if you like the first one, just go watch it. It's a fun ride. I definitely got my money's worth out of it. Got what I expected, and it was cool.
If anything, you get to see a lot of hot guys.
Yeah, naked.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, and very like completely different sex from the first one. Like that, it was just like, whoa, what's going on? All right, cool. Evergreen, man, just cool. Going off of Evergreen.
Oh, my stomach.
Not feeling good, man.
We're in a very closed off room.
That's
too.
exactly what I was worried about starting this.
This is gonna be a good time.
Oh my gosh.
God. Hopefully the mic doesn't pick it up. Other than watching the 300 movie, I finished the Wind Waker for
cool.
Wii U, and not gonna lie, during the ending sequence / the credits, tears were shed. I was being a little babby. But that was just because like that's my childhood game, man. That's like the first Zelda game that I ever beat on my own, and it's my favorite one. It was like
Might have been mine too. Like I played Ocarina, and I never got past the Forest Temple.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like the Kiri Forest, like fuck you, man. That's stupid. The Deku Tree, but when the first level is an adult, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, as a kid, it was kind of a hard game. Like I never really beat it till high school.
I really miss those hard games. Like we talked about on the last podcast.
Okay. So you know what? I'm gonna roll right into our general entertainment news. If you want a fucking hard game, or a challenging game, Dark Souls 2 just dropped this past Tuesday.
Now, was there something else that came out with that? I'm trying to think. There was another game. All right, Titanfall.
Oh yeah. Well, let's go with Dark Souls first, real quick.
Okay.
So, Preston, if you do want that like kind of unforgiving style, have you played any of the Soul series?
I have not. Here's the thing with me though. I'm having a tough time getting through Last of Us right now because it's a pretty difficult game now by my standards.
What are you playing it on?
PS4. 3.
Oh, I mean, like what level difficulty, like?
Oh, just like normal.
Okay. Yeah.
But like what I realized about myself is that the older I get, the less patience I have for hard games. Like I kind of just want to play the game for the story. When I was a kid, I would go through a level like 40, 50 times in a row and be like, I'm going to get this. Now I'm like, a clicker got me. Fuck this.
I got shit to do.
Then you know what? You should probably stay away from Dark Souls because that shit is fucking... Okay, so the first game that came out was Demon Souls, and I remember I heard that at a press conference they asked the developers like, "Hey, so Demon Souls was pretty fucking hard. For the sequel, you're gonna listen to people's feedback and like actually make it a little bit easier?" And they said, "No, fuck you. We're making it even harder."
Wait.
That was the actual quote.
Wait. The sequel to Demon Souls is Dark Souls 2?
No. The sequel to Demon Souls is Dark Souls, and then Dark Souls 2 is the third installment from that developer in the Souls series.
That's weird because they're Demon Souls and Dark Souls. I thought was two completely different games.
No. It's a different story for them, and they changed the name. I don't know exactly the reasonings. I'd have to go back and do a little bit more research, but. Dark Souls like improved upon what Demon Souls had. It's the same developer, and it's people have been waiting people have been waiting with bated breath for Dark Souls 2 just because like they love the unforgiving style that Dark Souls 1 had.
Oh Jesus!
Along with Demon Souls, and it's definitely a challenge, and it's not like like. I mean, it could be rage quit worthy.
Yes. Oh my gosh, all the time. What was it like you first start Dark Souls and you're going through that, all the fucking brick and you're trying to learn everything and like, oh, this is how to do it. And then boom, giant fucking monster.
Oh, yeah.
There is a chance to beat him. My brother, when he first played it, I think he got it down to about half before dying, which is really fucking good. For that first boss, but
there are videos of a guy like literally going in. This guy's like a pro at it. He's gone in and just punched the monster's bum the entire time, and it took him like hours to finally kill it. But that was just because it was so good. But yeah, it's like as a beginner, if you're coming into it just like it's like every other video game. No, it's hard, man.
Terribly
so
hard.
Dark Souls 2, like that's That's something like true gamers have been waiting for, because it's like, it's a steep learning curve, and it's not just something that you could just pick up and play. But that's something that we haven't seen. Like, I think I talked about it. I think in episode 0, where it's just like, much like Wonderful 101, there is a bit of a learning curve, and that's good. We haven't really seen that in a lot of video games lately, because a lot of video games like kind of hold your hand now, and it's it doesn't allow the player to learn on their own. It's like, follow this guy, and there's like a prompt over his head, and it's area like press X to knife, and it's it's very hand-holdy.
Mm-hmm. The area is like very like, it's a straight line. It's not like an open.
Yeah, super linear, and then like what's cool is like if you have like a Metroidvania style, that you can go like explore the area, go through different levels, and make sure that you explore every little bit, and it's not as linear. That's really cool, because it allows you to learn how to play the game on your own. But yeah, so Dark Souls 2 is coming out, or has come out.
Titanfall.
Have you heard about Titanfall?
What?
Tell me what Titanfall is.
It's a first-person shooter
It's Call of Duty
game,
with
robots.
Robots?
Well,
Robots.
okay. Well, I would say that it's Call of Duty with mechas, but the developers have expressly said, and the marketing team has said, don't call it mechas.
Are they Zoids?
No, well, here's the reasoning behind don't call it mechas, because mechas evokes a Japanese kind of concept, and Japan's not cool with the Xbox fan base, so we can't call it mechas. That's a bunch of nerd shit.
I've heard that Titanfall is saving Xbone. Like the release of Titanfall is really boosting sales for it.
And from what I could see in the reviews, it is like Call of Duty with mecha suits.
That's awesome though.
and that's fine. It's nothing groundbreaking except for maybe the mecha part, but that's good for, at least for Xbone, if it's gonna get some kind of shot in the arm, because I was seriously losing the PS4. At least they're not gonna go. Did you know that that Xbox released a statement that they expected 1 billion Xbones to be sold?
Oh Jesus!
Billion?
One with a B, 1 billion.
That's just not.
That's the height of hubris.
Yeah.
It's just like, are you fucking
How many
high?
humans are there? In
7.2 billion.
So
1/7 of everyone,
that's
including babies.
I think they weren't talking about it at launch, so I think they were talking about like lifespan. But even then, like, what the fuck are you smoking?
I'm just trying to think of like a seventh of the people in India, a seventh of the people in Somalia.
I mean, take out like family unit. Like 4 people who live in a family, they're only gonna get 1. Take out anyone too young or too old for it.
And then also, like, is it available in the region? Because, like, I know that, I think I've been hearing things like in South Africa, they're not even going to get Titanfall. Like, and then, like, people are like, that's, yeah, we understand that, and that's kind of lame, that sucks. But at the same time, these people have been playing with, like, a shitload of lag, and it's kind of, like, that's why it's not getting released, because, like, the online experience will be the same, and, like, dude, like, we're fine with lag, it's fine, just give us the damn game.
It is beginning a trend where online-only games are really booming. Really, the only single-player portion of the game is the tutorial.
Right. Well, that kind of sucks, because like you, Preston, I love playing games for the story. Like, back when I used to play Call of Duty, I played the multiplayer, but I didn't care about that as much as I just like to play the story mode. Like, I was just interested in which way the story was going, whether or not it was a good game or not. That's why I love the Zelda series, because it always has a compelling story.
I can't do it. I don't.
Damn, that was loud.
Yeah, sorry.
That was just. I don't know what that was. Is that Link going through puberty?
Yep, that's it.
Note to future Eric. Oh, I just fell down.
I have never really played a Legend of Zelda game. I mean, I've started.
Your girlfriend needs to dump you right now.
I've started. Ooh, free candy.
Yeah, I'm taking that back.
Preston just threw candy at me, and it's mine now. Oh wait, is this white chocolate?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's gross. Ew. Why would you eat white chocolate Reese's?
You've never played a Zelda game?
No, I'm not.
Well, I mean, you played him, but you haven't played him to completion, right?
No, I have started one. I think I started Twilight Princess, and I was like, and that was it.
Can I have
What
that
the
back?
fuck is wrong with you, man?
I don't know. I just never my brother would
Do
play
you
the
not
Zelda
love
games.
video games?
I do love video games. I just I'm too old to get into it now.
What, the Zelda series? No, you're not, dude.
Well, like, you guys are talking about, like, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, and I can't. Those are for old systems that are broken down that I don't even have anymore.
Rapper noise.
Dude, you have a Wii U. Get the Wind Waker because
That looks gross as shit.
the
All
Wind
white.
Waker translates perfectly because of the cell shading of Wind Waker. It holds up a hell of a lot better than Ocarina of Time does now, and the combat system and the exploration systems are really good.
I have an unopened Twilight Princess and an unopened Skyward Sword on my desk in my room.
I would say before playing those, just play Wind Waker because it's a shorter game. It's easy to pick up.
but
And
then
just
I have to
play.
buy it.
That's true. Or I can just find my old copy and just give it to you.
Oh, I heard that.
Uh-huh.
What is it for
I have
64?
a copy.
No, for GameCube.
Oh,
So
for
if you still have
GameCube.
your Wii, you can play it on your Wii.
Do we play GameCube?
No,
No.
the Wii
Damn.
is the intermediary.
I gave my Wii to. Oh, I'll take it back from her.
Yeah, well, I mean, also like, really, it's a great game. Like, everything about it is really good. Like, cause I know you like animation. Like the cell shading looks great. Like some people were turned off by it because they're like, "Where's my super Lord of the Rings style Link?" Like, no, I love the cartoon Link. It looks like a
Yeah.
little cat.
It's adorable.
Yeah, exactly. And the gameplay is amazing. The story's amazing. Like, it's you need to get in on this.
Okay,
man.
but like, there's so many games now for me to like.
This is true. Like, but I would say that if I were to recommend to you a Zelda game, play Wind Waker.
All right.
I think you would enjoy it a little bit more than the other games.
I think the three I would have to play is Wind Waker, Majora's Mask, and Ocarina of Time because those are the three that everyone talks about.
Right. Or well,
It's
and then
just
if
in
you want
opposite order.
actually, I was gonna say also A Link to the Past.
I don't even know. Yeah.
But like if you want like 3D Zelda games, yeah. Majora's Mask, I actually didn't care for it as much as like Ocarina of Time, just because like I didn't like that first part where you were a fucking Deku scrub. With like the Deku mask, it was just like I don't want to play as a Deku fucking scrub. I want my sword.
I'm sorry.
I want my sword.
sorry.
I don't want to shoot bubbles. It's fucking stupid.
I'm sorry.
Did you ever see the Mario mask in that game?
Yes.
Yeah, off his.
I
off his
never
pack.
actually like I didn't notice it until like my cousin was like, dude, look at this. I'm like, oh shit, it's Mario. But no, that's not what he sounded like. But yeah,
No, that's what my stomach sounds like.
yeah, building up some.
Don't touch me there.
You threw candy at me.
It was good candy.
Well, yeah. So going back, Titanfall came out. Good. That's good for Xbox One owners or Xbone owners. Also check out Killer Instinct. Still one of the best things that the Xbone has going for it. As far as other stuff, I don't really know what's coming out for the Xbone that like
Nah, I don't
would
either.
help it. I mean, Halo 5 is coming out.
Really?
But,
Oh,
I
that'll help.
I don't remember when the release date of that was.
What
but
about, is Destiny still coming out? Is that still
Destiny
a
is
thing?
still coming out, but I think isn't that multi-platform?
Oh,
I thought it was multi-platform.
I'm just
but-
eating my Reese's.
Your white chocolate Reese's.
Those look
gross candy.
disgusting.
They're amazing, and
That
also
is-
I'm lactose intolerant, so this is a bad idea.
Maybe
you,
it can help with the fiber. What?
right. Corey, I have a question. On the last podcast,
Yes.
did we speak about Elder Scrolls Online?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we.
Okay, moving
Oh,
on.
I have a new beta test actually coming up this Friday. So
Oh,
I'll
cool.
have
So
an
you
update.
can let us know how,
Yeah,
like
they're-
what they changed or
they're,
whatever.
They're saying like oh now like it's some Imperial patch. Like oh Stars Imperial and see like that playthrough. I was like yeah all right sure why not.
Oh, well, I mean,
It's
I
getting
think
down
they need
to-
to fix the gameplay, or because you said the gameplay was the part that like killed
Well,
it.
yeah, it really was. And what? It's less than a month. April 4th till its release. Less than a month for it to come out.
Oh yeah, Jesus. Well,
Yeah.
let's see how that goes. But you can give us an update.
Will do.
Well, going with Titanfall and kind of the whole space concept thing. Eric, I believe you watched Cosmos: A Space-Time Odyssey.
I did watch Cosmos.
So
did
why don't you let us know what it is?
Well, Cosmos is basically Neil deGrasse Tyson, very famous guy. You probably seen him on a lot of talk shows talking about, science and where we come from. A great quote or a great speech of his is on YouTube. It's like 3 minutes. It's him talking about how we are all connected because we are all matter made from the stars, and that's what connects us, and that's where we're going. I mean, we're all just star matter. I mean, which is kind of a really epic concept if you think about it. But anyway, Carl Sagan, very brilliant, he's passed away since, but very famous scientist who did the previous Cosmos show, which was a classic.
The
Right.
70s.
This is it
70s,
was
yeah.
Cosmos: A Personal Voyage.
Yeah.
This is like what, a 13-part installment or whatever.
Something like that. But Carl Sagan was Neil deGrasse Tyson's mentor. And so this is basically his way of honoring and continuing and bringing that to a generation that, frankly, needs more educational television.
Yeah.
Frankly.
And also, not only educational, but man, it looks beautiful.
It is.
From
Oh
what I
my
saw.
gosh!
Gorgeous.
When he like walks over to the Big Bang and just like you see that small figure of his, like the shadow, the silhouette, and it just explodes in front of him. Oh my god! And it's, by the way, everyone, it's free online. It's on YouTube for free. It's 40 minutes. Go check it out.
Though I would suggest, Reddit brought this up earlier, don't watch it on YouTube, watch it on the Fox channel because that counts for its views.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Why
Well,
would they count?
The one time that Fox views are actually good.
If they post to YouTube, why wouldn't that count?
I don't know, actually.
Well,
But if you post it like...
are you looking at like Nielsen's ratings kind of views, or?
I think the views on the Fox website itself get translated directly towards the executives. Where on YouTube, I think that might be a separate entity altogether.
Oh, maybe.
By the way, we've actually posted a link of the YouTube full version to the Facebook page. So just go to our page, you can find it.
So real quick, we're following what, the origins of space or
of us.
The universe.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I was under the impression it was just another one of those like.
And this is a protozoa.
Well, no. I meant like is it documenting like the speculated history of the universe, or is it like where we're heading, or?
Again, kind of both.
Kind of both. Okay,
Yeah,
so is it done in a linear way, or just like this is like?
I
how
think
the Big Bang happened?
because it was the first episode, they did do one of the big segments of theirs was the universal calendar, basically saying, oh, if the entire existence of the universe was put into a calendar, from January to December, this is what happened at January 1st, and here's humankind being born in the last 4 seconds on December 31st. Like, that's how young we are, and basically taking that all into perspective. They also went into I forget the guy's name, but someone one of the earliest people who theorized that the Earth is not in fact the center of the universe, that we go around the sun, and how he was declared a heretic.
Yeah, I don't remember
Galileo?
his name.
Not Galileo.
The guy who like not Galileo's mentor, but the guy who
he was like 10. Yeah, he was I believed.
Aristotle?
No, he was
Plato?
burned.
It's
it
a
wasn't.
name
If it
that
was one of
nobody
those,
knows.
if it was one of those, we would have. Yeah. He died 10 years before. I think it was Galileo made the first telescope, right? Galileo. Anyway, But yeah, you kind of and it has this really cool animation, like following because he talks about this guy and his struggle, and there was this really cool animation that kind of followed him, and I don't know, I really liked that.
There's
Kept it
something
interesting.
there was something about that animation that I wanted to bring up though. It was that entire story, and the animation was so oddly biblical. Did you notice that?
A little bit.
It's spoken in like in such like not a verse, but in a way where it felt like scripture, like we were in Sunday school, which was really interesting because that's how a lot of kids, like in the, I don't want to point any fingers, but in the South or somewhere where they're taught Bible Belt, yeah, where they're taught. Those are the stories and the type of stories that are taught to the kids to teach about the word of Jesus. And they're using that kind of pattern, that kind of language.
So will they show the alternative version where God was in an arm wrestling contest with his roommate and ripped apart, and that was the Big Bang?
I mean, I'd pay to see that.
You guys don't watch enough Family Guy.
Oh,
God damn it!
But it's been a while.
Shoo,
You could hear the cluelessness, like
just the crickets going.
I've watched every Family Guy at least twice, and that went over my head completely.
Wow, really?
I haven't
you guys
seen it
don't
in a
watch
long
enough.
time.
I think I was so like into what Preston was saying. I was just like, huh.
Yeah, no, but did you notice that? Like, there's just that kind
A
of
little
biblical
bit,
style.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's a way to combat it, like kind of like what you were saying, or maybe that's just, I don't know. Maybe it was just an accident. Maybe because they were talking about the church and how they were like this evil force against free thinking and like and all that. That's why they made it to kind of make it look dark and evil.
When I heard that in the episode, I was kind of afraid that people were going to take that seriously, that they're going to be offended by that.
But to be fair, the Catholic Church has been basically, they have been evil. They have been incredibly evil. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. They have the Catholic Church has hired doctors to steal babies And this was I was reading this about just this past this last century, that in Spain, doctors and nurses under the instruction of the Catholic Church were taking babies like from parents to sell for human trafficking.
Catholic Church came and took my baby.
Exactly. I mean, can anyone really be angry at calling churches evil? I mean, of course they do evil stuff. That's not an opinion. That's history.
Meh. It's religions in general are morally ambiguous, but meh.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I say is that would be history. Like, I'm not religious by any means, but I say that the majority,
Good,
the
'cause
vast,
you'd be
vast,
going to hell.
right, the vast majority of these evil things that you bring up, they definitely did happen in the past, and I feel that today they're a lot more forward thinking with a few, whatever. With a few people.
Very, very good way to end that, to end your point.
My stomach is like distracting me.
Do you need to take a break to
No.
unload?
Let's just get this over with.
I mean, this is how we got like another hour and a half.
No, we're pushing through. We're pushing through.
Oh god, I don't want to be in a room with you pushing through.
So all I want to see out of this is eventually will they get to the point where they show us exactly when the Covenant arrives, when Halo begins. I want to see that point in our history because I want to be able to say like, all right, if I go into cryo sleep and wait about 30,000 years, then I could walk around Master Chief.
Yay.
Yay! And man, that'd be amazing to see with the graphics that I saw from the little bit that I watched. All right, well, let's see here. Something else happened this past weekend. I don't know if you guys saw, but the final Simpsons episode with Edna Krabappel aired. She was voiced by the late Marsha Wallace, and she passed away, a couple months ago? Like 4 months?
Yeah.
Something like that. It was really
Pretty
sad.
recently.
Everybody was sad. And what was good was that the way that the
Simpsons handled it.
Yeah, they handled it where they weren't gonna continue with Edna with a different voice actor because you can't do that. So they decided to kill the character off in the most respectful way possible. It's really sad episode.
They and I think the first episode that was made after her death, like Bart was writing, "We'll miss you, Mrs. Krabappel."
Oh yeah, I saw
really
that
sad.
in the opening or whatever. Yeah.
To be completely honest, I'm very relieved it was a voice actor because with The Simpsons, there are people who do like 20 voices on that show.
Oh yeah, like Hank Azaria.
Exactly. So good thing, I'm sad that she died, but thank God it was only like her who only does one voice and not someone who does 15, because then you have to kill off 15 characters.
Or
like
you,
if Seth
or
MacFarlane
if they,
died.
well, I
Exactly.
think the thing is because her voice was so iconic for that character, that's why they didn't.
Yeah.
And then also out of respect for her, but I feel like they probably would have killed off maybe the main character, but they could have like replaced the other characters with other voice actors.
Yeah. There was did you guys watch the episode?
I watched some of the clips, and then I watched the ending to that, and it was really sad.
Yeah, the episode didn't deal with her at all. It was about Sideshow Bob and like genetic, like DNA splicing, like engineering. But Flanders made some mention earlier about like how him and Edna were gonna go like do dancing lessons or something, and then you go at the very end of the episode, you see them like dancing, and then it's him just like imagining in his head or like a memory, and then she's like, "Oh, I miss that laugh."
And then Nelson comes in. And,
Ha ha! I miss her too.
yeah, it was just like, oh man. Yeah, that's tears all around. We'll pour a drink out for Edna Krabappel, for our homie. Okay. Preston, how you doing?
Good. I'm good.
Going off of crass and crude cartoons, another game was released, The Stick of Truth,
Woo!
that we all talked about last week. Did anybody actually get it?
Nope.
No.
It's $60.
I don't want to pay full price for any games.
Hell no. Yeah, same here.
I'm waiting for the Humble Bundle version.
Yep.
Man, you fucking PC gamer, cheap ass motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
PC Gamer gets all the rated fun. Like on the
That's
we were
right.
talking about this last on the consoles, like scenes are taken out of it. You have to get PC to get everything.
Right, that's true, but at the same time, it's like, really, that's your reasoning for it? Like, it's a from what I've been hearing, it's a pretty good game on its own. Like, you wouldn't just get it like for console just to play it?
No, I'd wait till I could get the full version. Why would I? Why?
Because
why,
you're technically getting
why-
the full version anyway.
Why buy a not full version now for $60 when I can
Well, no,
wait to get a $30 version?
No, see,
with
it
more
is the
stuff.
full version. It's just an alternate version. It's not
it's
saying
not-
that it's incomplete because that scene does take place. It just has a different placeholder for it, which I find
That's
hilarious.
no, I don't agree with your logic. I'm sorry. They took scenes out. They put a weird placeholder picture. It's not.
They
complete.
didn't take it out. They just took the visuals out of it. Because the game, because what traditionally a game would do is they would remove that scene entirely, but keep everything else in there, and then it would just be weird because you have like this disconnect from the scene, prior to that to the scene after that. But what this one does is it allows there to be a placeholder saying like this scene happens, but you can't watch it because you guys are fucking stupid.
It's just so funny how it's so in your face about it.
Yeah, no, and I like that. I think that really adds to the humor, especially like, the game being as it is. But I think it also just has to do with me being more of a console gamer than PC gamer.
I want to do the abortions because I watched because there's a YouTube clip, there's a YouTube video of showing all the things that got taken out, and I want to do that.
Well, what's also going around on YouTube is the various like the game breaking bugs that people have been having.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Yeah,
about that.
there's I remember I was watching Nerd Cubed and he was like really pissed off. Because like one, he's not too big of a South Park fan.
Yeah.
But two, it's like he's like the game will literally freeze, or not even freeze. Like the progression stops. Like he can't do anything. He's like slamming on the keyboard. He's like getting really pissed, and he goes on to even declare that this game is incomplete. And from what I've been hearing, like it's not a huge percentage of the game, but it's enough for it to be noticeable of the people that bought it. Which shit, they better fucking patch it out because that is like a big deal, and that would be one thing about your hangups about buying full price for the game, which I can understand. And what sucks about that now is that a lot of games are being, because you can patch things in supposedly, a lot of games really are being shipped incomplete now, and like fucking like modern Battlefields or Battlefield 4. There we go. Yeah, Battlefield 4, like the campaign was fucking broken. Like it couldn't run at all, and they released it anyways to the state where it's like, dude, this is like not even beta. Like what? Like not even beta state, and like they that they just wanted to put it out there because people would buy it, and then they'd like, we'll fix it in post kind of
also
thing.
because they knew that most people would be playing multiplayer anyway.
This is true, but I heard there's also shit with the multiplayer too. So it's just like, I think the mentality now is get the next game out quickly. Like because before you look at like if you look at Nintendo, they'll take a lot of time. It'll be like 4 or 5 years in between like a Smash Bros. Or a Zelda game before they release it because they know their name of the company is at stake. Whereas you're looking at Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty, and it's like it's a
Assassin's Creed 3. Oh.
It's a year turnaround time, and that's ridiculous. And like, of course, there's gonna be bugs and everything, but it's like I think that's what the public is seeing now is they want the yearly installments, and I think that's kind of sad for the industry because you are really paying full price for an unfinished game that will be patched later. And I don't really like that. The lights went out again.
See,
there we go.
See, this actually kind of surprises me because they were working on this for a very long time.
Yeah, they were. It got delayed quite a
few
times.
I think twice. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of like one big deal about it. But other than that, from the gamers who have been able to play it and get past this bug, like I heard that it's pretty good. It plays very RPG style and it's very cool. Nice. Looks exactly like the show.
It's more like an easygoing RPG, not like a Final Fantasy or anything. Just, it's not a gamer's game. It's more of a South Park fan entertainment game.
I mean, even gamers, I think, can appreciate like the gameplay style, like not being, terrible and just it riding on South Park humor. Like it's got decent, solid gameplay, which I heard is pretty cool. So yeah, like I don't know, okay. Because I'm curious, like, so you said you don't usually want to pay full price for a game?
I don't think I have paid full price.
Last one I did was Skyrim, and I mean I was so excited for Skyrim I couldn't handle myself. But I'm not paying full price, especially like since I'm on Steam constantly.
Like Skyrim Legendary Edition.
Addiction.
Is, I mean,
that's actually kind of true.
I think it was. I think it is $60 still, and it was $60, but I got that shit for $25 because I waited. Like
I don't know. I'm one of those guys where it's like if there's something that I support, I will support it. So I have no problem really paying full price.
Typically, like here's kind of how it goes: is that it's $60 for the first year, unless you're a big title like GTA, then that's gonna be $60 forever.
Oh, for a while. Like I know Smash Bros. Brawl finally went down to $30.
Oh yeah, it's
like
ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
But like for example, I bought Borderlands 1 a while ago, and that was 2 years after it came out. So it was $60 the first year, and then the second year it was $30. Then the Game of the Year edition came out, bumped up the price a little bit. I got the Game of the Year edition for $5 on a Steam sale.
And okay, like I'm not, like, again, I'm not a huge PC gamer, but I feel like like it's cool that Steam gets all this stuff, but it feels like y'all are a little spoiled on all the availability.
Oh yeah,
hell
definitely, definitely.
That's the only way I'm going to play these games. I mean,
And it's good, that it's affordable. Like I think it's just me. Like I will go out and like I will buy a game at full price because like I'm supporting the game. Like I love doing that. Like I do that with movies. Like it's like I want to see this movie, so I'll go out and actually go pay the full price to go watch
Me
it.
and Preston kind of have girlfriends to spend money on, so we gotta save in other places.
yeah, all of my money goes straight to her. Hi, sweetie, you're not gonna listen to this.
What are you talking about? She's the one that bought you GTA 5, you fool.
She is. She bought that for me for her console for Valentine's Day. I
Marry
mentioned
that girl.
Yeah.
I actually just started playing BioShock Infinite finally, but I bought it over Christmas for I think I got it for like 15.
And I'm going to sneeze.
I got that for $7.
Oh, fuck. Why did I miss the right sale?
Right.
Me.
It's fun though. I finally because my PC sucks. My MacBook. When I found out that BioShock Infinite played on my MacBook, I was so happy.
Oh yeah, I played on mine.
It's because that has 16 gigabytes of RAM. Totally able to handle it. I love it. It's awesome.
It's awesome because BioShock and Skyrim, they're big games.
Oh yeah.
But they also run really smoothly. Where I had a game, it
For
was
the most part. Well, one good thing about the PC games is that they run a lot more smoothly than console games.
Definitely.
well, yeah, but I mean, some bigger titles
know.
run better than others. Even though like Skyrim is such a massive game, it ran so much smoother than say like Unreal Tournament 7 or no Unreal Tournament 3, the most recent one. And just even though that game came out 5 years earlier, Skyrim, being the bigger game, still runs so much better. I don't understand.
Well,
It's something with coding.
I think it's also different engines too.
Yeah.
Because those are constantly updated. And that's one reason why. Have you guys been following Watch Dogs at all?
No.
I've been looking forward to it. I haven't been following it.
Okay, so the reason why it's been pushed back so long, from what I've been hearing, is because did you watch the original trailer that was put on E3, right?
Oh, in like
And look how
2009
fucking
or something.
beautiful it was.
That was gorgeous.
Yeah. So what I've been hearing is that on, it's going to be multi-platform, and some like the one that they showed, it's like it's getting too crazy. Like we put out this tech demo that looked like fucking insane. We can't keep up with the rest of the game with it, so they have to dial that back. And also at the same time, some of the other versions are looking like shit in comparison. So they're trying to like push those up and bring the other ones down so that there's like it's not as discernible, like a discernible difference between the multi-platforms, and that's the reason why it's been pushed back so long and why people are having to wait.
I saw a comic. It might have been dorkly.com. I'm not really sure, but it just made fun of the comparison between how Watch Dogs used to look in that trailer and how it supposedly looks now. With all the downgrading.
yeah, it's pretty downgraded.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks, but
That's
I know people are still really believing in it. And man, imagine how much the sales would have been even more for the PS4 if that came out at launch like it was supposed to. Man.
Absolutely.
Like yeah, it still has a lot of people who have pre-orders, but at the same time, a little bit irked about the fact that it's been delayed so long.
Yeah. I mean, and they're gonna delay and delay. I mean, whenever they give out an official launch date, it's always taken with a grain of salt.
Yeah, that's true.
I think even Eric,
Yeah.
did Smash Brothers ever come out with an actual launch date? The new one?
Yes, I believe it's November or
yeah.
October.
I know they said fall.
Yeah.
Fall 2014.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I need to get a Wii U by then.
Yeah.
The Wii U, I hate it.
Why?
You don't.
I can't. You know what? It's not the biggest deal, but it's been driving me crazy. Netflix does not work on it.
Really? I haven't had a problem with it.
I don't know what's wrong with mine then because it won't I've actually got a new oh man, I am a new router. I got a new router for it to try to see if that would work. I've messed with all the fucking settings I can, and even when I do get it to work, it plays for like 5 minutes, and then it's like, oh, this show isn't available right now. Come back later.
That's really weird.
Yeah,
That's really weird. I've never had a problem with the Netflix on it.
I've looked up, and a lot of people are having the same
Really?
problem.
That's
yeah,
interesting.
it's super buggy from what I've researched. And
I wonder if they'll put out like a channel patch for it. But I don't know. I like my Wii U. I'm happy with my purchase, especially with the fact that I got Wind Waker with it, and plus I can play Wonderful 101.
By the way, the Patrick on our Twitter is actually my friend. Hi, Patrick. Thanks for liking us.
Patrick, we like you. Come be a guest on our
I'm
show
gonna
one day.
I'm gonna come to Vaughn's. I'm gonna hug you. Bye.
Well, hey, real quick, you guys play Magic at all?
I tried. My brother won the Anime Expo 2011 like Magic tournament. Like got first place for that. That's how big he is into Magic.
Oh.
I'm not though.
I'm right with you. Like, I was like, I remember in middle school, it was like, there was like this teacher that would let like a lot of people like play card games or play like all this other, Dungeons and Dragon nerd stuff, and I'd be in there sometimes, and I was just like, this looks really nerdy, and then like my friend offered to teach me, I'm like, sure, I'll try it out, and then I tried it, I'm like, God damn, this is so fucking nerdy. Fuck it.
I love how
done.
we're the epic nerds, yet we're still condemning nerd stuff.
Oh no, I will do that till the day I die. But there's no denying that we are pretty nerdy. But even for nerds, there is not much tolerance for other things.
Yeah.
Preston, what about you? Have you ever played Magic at all?
I used to go to tournaments for the Pokemon trading card game.
I have my Yu-Gi-Oh cards with
No.
me. I have my Yu-Gi-Oh cards with me
Dude,
right now.
Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon.
I have
like
3 decks on
I never
me.
went to any Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, but I did go to like
look
one
for
or
those?
two
Yeah.
Pokemon tournaments. But okay, so where I'm going with this is that there was this story that I saw. There was this rapper by the name of it's kind of weird hearing it. You kind of have to see it, but it's OB the number 1 FBM. So like OB1 FBM. This dude went to like this Magic the Gathering tournament, and what he did, he proceeded to go take photos of himself with every exposed butt crack that he could find. So it's just him making this very serious face next next to this guy whose butt crack is showing, and he has like 40 of these pictures, and he put them up online, and apparently people got pissed off, and they banned him, like a temporary ban from some tournaments.
That's hilarious.
But this dude has been up on Reddit, and they've already started a Reddit meme, and it's hilarious. And he goes on record to say that it's part, it was done partly to be funny, but it's also part social commentary and part PSA, because he's like, butt cracks are unacceptable wherever you are. And just like the amount of butt cracks that you see in a Magic tournament, like, come on guys, don't feed into the stereotype. Come on. I just thought that was hilarious. It's like if you go on, hopefully you can put a link up, Eric. It's fucking hilarious because he has another guy that I guess he pulls another guy and they're both with a serious face, and you see a bunch of butt cracks.
Like him, a big fat white guy, and the other dude's a big fat black dude, and they both just have their hands together like an artistic thinker, and it's just like
it's just fucking genius though. It's just hilarious. But I don't know. I found that extremely funny.
Is this guy actually play, or was he just?
I think he is a player. No, I think he is a player, but he just
looks
decided
like a
to
player.
do it.
He looks like a really intense Magic.
I mean, yeah,
player.
nothing against Magic players, but at the same time, that's fucking hilarious, and it is kind of something that you do notice. I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny.
I can't really judge. I played Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
I see nothing wrong with that. Like, I mean, there is like, it's. I think he said it too, that there are a certain amount of like, bad eggs that don't really do the name, any good. Like they are the very stereotypical like, whatever, super nerd or whatever.
I mean,
but for the majority, that's like a small amount of people. Like, well, you're not so normal, Preston, but the majority, you're decently normal.
I mean, the goal of it is really just to have fun and socialize and make jokes. I mean, that's all.
Yeah, exactly.
seriously.
We run a Star Wars themed D&D.
Oh, my cousin's sister actually runs I think it's like a Star Trek one.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about Star Wars, and it's really funny where they're throwing all this knowledge at me, and I'm like, I'm just
fucking
going to
nerd
play
herder.
with this lightsaber.
when I've played D&D, I need to play with funner people. Not that these guys aren't fun, and I love these guys. It's just they take the game they take it seriously, to the book. So when I want to be
It's no fun.
I want to be a half wolf earthbender, and I want to just I want to stick my dick everywhere. And they're just like, no, Eric, you can't
But
do that. We're gonna
Earthbenders
go
can't
on
use
this.
the helm of disintegration.
We gotta go into this dungeon and roll, and now we have to go to this city because that's the next week. Oh, and there's this pool of demonic aura, and it's like, okay, guys.
I just want to be a black guy.
I want to be a black guy.
I was in a campaign once where they didn't let.
Damn it! I
any-
was gonna segue into something with black guy.
Oh, shush. They didn't let any people of a non-human race. You could either be a human, a half human, or half breed or whatever, or elf, and that's all you could be. That was just no fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
No fun.
Like very specialized characters rather than, bland humans, I guess.
Hey, look, is that a black guy walking by?
Speaking of black guys, so it has been
Oh, he's
not
looking
exactly
at me.
confirmed. We're in it. What are you looking at?
Black guy.
There's no black. Okay,
I
whatever.
think he's talking about me because I'm so cool, you know?
You super fly.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so Independence Day 2. There's news behind the script that's coming out for it. They've actually made 2 different scripts. One script that includes Will Smith, and one script that doesn't include him because they're not entirely sure if they can get him on it. And from sources, they've been saying it's probably not gonna
won't.
happen.
Yeah. Because hasn't he said that he doesn't want to do any, he only wants to do like family-friendly movies ever since he's had his kids. I think that's why.
Wait, then why did he do After Earth? Because that was not friendly to anybody. Anybody who watched it had to get their eyes bleached out afterwards.
You know what I mean.
But yeah, but the people that are going to be coming back, I've been hearing that Jeff Goldblum is supposed to be back.
Oh, that's good.
Back in his scientist David role. That should be pretty cool. Like, I haven't seen Jeff Goldblum in a while. I mean, he's doing TV the last time I heard, right?
He's doing TV?
Yeah, I thought he had some TV show, and he was like, he had white hair.
Oh,
and it was,
not
very
that I
interesting.
know of. Huh.
Yeah, but man, remember, like, I don't know if you like watched any movies like back in the early '90s or '80s. Like, he was like everywhere. He's like, in the Fly, which was the Fly in the '80s or '70s.
I don't remember.
Well, I just remember just like Jurassic Park and all that. Like, this guy was, had a pretty big prolific career, and then now it's like, man, I haven't seen him in a while.
Well, maybe he's taking time for himself.
Made a lot of money.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, Preston, how you doing?
I feel like he's asked you that like 3 times now.
Just making sure because you have this really strained face out there.
I'm just.
You need to
blushing.
poop.
No.
You need to poop.
Well, you know what? Then
you
why
need
don't
to
we
poop.
just take a word from our sponsors? This episode of the Epic Nerdcast is brought to you by the Nakachan Life, a blog for all your food needs. Preston, when was the last time we went to go eat noodles?
When was the last time I pooped?
About an hour ago.
Yeah, less than that.
Well, you know what then? You're going to have to save some more room because there is a blog that shows you all these wonderful places to go eat.
Yay. Yeah.
I would like. Where is this based out of?
Shut up. Seriously, guys. Fuck you. But the blog you need to go to for all your food needs is the Nakachan Life blog. This girl by the name of Christy goes and reviews the best Japanese food places and puts nice little pictures up. So you can know exactly what ramen places to go to eat at and then take a poop at, or just to go take a poop at because they're not very good.
Actually, that's another plug. There is an app that lets you record like the places you pooped, and so you can like rate the places that you pooped.
No
and like
way.
you can keep tallies of the places like, oh, I pooped here.
Oh,
Dude, we
here.
should get them to sponsor the show.
I am downloading this app right now.
While you're there, you should also download the Nakachan Life app, which will be coming soon.
Is it? Your sister making an app? It's Corey's sister.
You guys are assholes, seriously. All right, go visit it. Wait, Preston, did you really find a poop app?
This is amazing. It's called Places I've Pooped, and it's free in the App Store. I'm going to download it right now. I'm so excited because, okay, if you're anything like me, shameless plug here, if you're anything like Preston, you spend most of your time trying to find a clean toilet. And I know it's so difficult out there. On campus, where we go to school, there is one specific spot that I like to poop, and I'd like to share with all
Top floor
you.
of the library?
You want to go to the fourth floor of the
floor?
library, the quiet study area,
Huh.
the second stall in the middle. That is my plug.
Wouldn't it be a problem if it's the quiet study area and you just let one rip and people are just like, what the fuck was that?
That's what makes it so fun.
I've heard that scientifically you want to get the like you're walking to a bathroom, the first stall you get to, that's always the cleanest because everyone assumes it's not, and so everyone avoids it, and that's what makes it like people have done
That
studies.
makes sense.
Yeah, people have
Makes
done studies.
sense.
That's actually the cleanest one.
Don't
So
even
I
get me
would-
started on Japanese ones, man, because that shit is like, what the fuck is going on there? But it's very clean.
You actually look like you notice like how like which ones are full of like shit and like piss like on the floor. Like that one's looks better like all the time. At least since I've noticed.
Well, there's no way I could segue off of that, so I'm going to segue off of my Jeff Goldblum in the 80s segment.
I'm sorry, hold on. The Places I Pooped app has a bombs away button. And that's the bombs away, just pooped here at Cal State Long Beach.
Oh, it does. I totally just accidentally put a pin here.
Yeah, me too. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Well, anybody going online, you now will know where Eric and Preston have pooped. You know who pooped? People in the 80s have pooped. You know who also pooped? Kevin Bacon.
Oh yeah, Kevin Bacon.
My
has
poop
pooped.
is 2 degrees from bacon.
Oh, that's disgusting. Well, anyways, have you? Let's move into the get hyped section. Have you guys seen this 80s awareness video that Kevin Bacon has done?
I'm aware of it. I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't
though.
watched it, Preston?
But
Have you seen it?
It's basically him saying that millennials suck, which is so the in thing right now.
Well, it's funny because it's like it's doing a bunch of like it's making a bunch of false facts, which is fucking hilarious.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and then it's really cool because he goes through this rant and it plays off like a Sarah McLachlan like you know those like the rescue dogs things like
Yeah.
he's like these times have passed and we're stuck with the millennials and it's like all serious and it's fucking stupid and he gets pissed off at the end and he just leaves the building because of it and all these people are standing outside and they're like, holy shit, it's Kevin Bacon. He's like, you people are the reason why times are terrible. And he walks off and they're just like, what the fuck?
I met his wife.
Really?
Really?
In Marina Del Rey. She,
Holy shit, then your bacon number is 1.
going back to the poop, she pointed to me where a bathroom was.
Really? So your bacon number is 1 then?
My bacon number is 1, apparently.
Holy shit, that's
That means
awesome.
our bacon number's 2.
Yay!
Fuck, I had something to say.
I
and
bet
totally forgot it.
Kevin Bacon poops too.
I probably.
That was my segue. Ew.
But I have something that I actually just learned yesterday that Sarah McLachlan's the Angel song.
Arms, yeah, whatever.
That's
it's
about
called,
that's about heroin addiction.
yeah. That's hilarious.
That's pretty fucking weird.
Oh, kind of makes sense. Please stop singing. It's creepy. Yeah, because that's good for the listener.
Yeah,
And you don't even edit
Yeah,
the
that-
audio, goddammit.
I can just cut that out. I can just
better
bleep
cut
that
that
part
out.
out.
If you remember, because you didn't bleep out a lot of other stuff that happened in the other podcast.
I bleeped it out. Yeah, I did.
You
What did I
bleeped
bleep
it out in the beginning, and then and then there was a bunch of other things where like
Oh, the Torrance
like
thing.
we're like like Eric, we're supposed to bleep this stuff out, and he's like, okay, and then like you never bleeped it
The
out,
Torrance thing.
proving that none of us actually listen to our podcast.
I listen
except
to
for me.
I listen to that whole goddamn thing every time I edit it. Whatever. I bleeped out what needed to be bleeped out.
I don't even listen to it.
This is sad.
This is really
Hey,
sad.
somebody needs to listen to it, right?
Patrick listens to it.
Hi,
Hey,
Patrick.
you
Come
are
on
awesome.
our podcast, Patrick.
Actually, he would be good.
Would he?
Yeah.
Let's have a guest Twitter follower.
No, we'll get him on sometime. That'll be
We'll start a
cool.
sweepstakes on the Twitter feed, and anyone who please enter
now
the
it's-
sweepstakes.
Dude, you're going a little too fast, but you know who is also fast? The Flash. The Flash is also fast. Did you guys hear about this?
No,
The,
segues
well,
not because
they-
they only go like 3 miles per hour.
Hey, you know what?
Wanna
Fuck
say
you.
that.
If you can't see this, guys, I'm flipping Eric off.
If they can't see it, if there's a chance you can see through the microphone.
There'll be a picture up online, I'm assuming. But the Flash, I don't know if you guys heard, but the Flash is getting a TV show off the CW, just like the Green Arrow has. But they just released the first images for the costume, and let me see if I can pull it up for you guys, if you guys can look at it.
What happened to the Wonder Woman show?
Okay, so the Wonder Woman movie that was supposed to be made.
Yeah.
I think I might have said this in episode 0. The execs were like, yeah, the story's too weird. We can't really like flesh out the character. Like, it'll be a weird way to like show Wonder Woman. And then like on the opposite side with Marvel, they have fucking Rocket Raccoon and the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is like, they can make Rocket Raccoon work and they can't make Wonder Woman work. What the
Also,
fuck is wrong
because
with them?
no one wants to watch a woman.
Wow, we're
Wow,
doing
that's sexist
that's
as
a
hell.
hard line stance, isn't it?
Jesus.
That's
I
what,
found the
that's what,
Flash costume.
That's what Patrick just.
Oh
tweeted.
yeah, the kids, that kids outfit is exactly what it is. No, here's the costume. Wait, no, this isn't the costume.
Isn't this
What
one
the
where he's
fuck?
shaking hands? Where it's like metal?
No, that's not it. Hang on. I don't know. If you guys can go look it up, go look it up. It looks to me it's reminiscent of the Captain America redesign. It's very streamlined, but it's not It doesn't look like it's cloth anymore. It's kind of going for that like synthetic armor kind of look.
Like the Green Lantern kind of thing.
Maybe more like if you mix Green Lantern with Captain America. Just like it's I don't know how best to explain it. Like, there's no like super crazy things like sticking out. It's very streamlined, which for the Flash that should be it.
This one.
Yeah, that's the picture right
Oh.
there. It's very streamlined. I don't know. To me, it's not too impressive, but at the same time, it's cool to see a different concept for it.
He looks like Daredevil.
Yeah, kind of.
That's the parallelism that people have been pulling in there. Like, you know how like in the, I don't know if you guys remember, but the Daredevil costume for the movie like didn't really have the pronounced horns that the comic book has. Kind of the same way where like, you know, the lightning bolt ear thingies aren't really there anymore. They're just more melded to the side.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just like, what are your guys' opinions? Because like as a comic fan, like I think it's cool. It's a cool take on it. But from the outside perspective, what do you guys think?
I love red leotards.
I would love to see a Flash. Flash is one of my favorite DC characters. just
Really
because-
cool. You know what? Like, I like the Flash too, and it's like not a lot of people like him because like, oh, what? He can just run fast? No.
Well, it's his personality, really. He's the fun one. He
Oh,
is the fun one in the Justice League. Like, at least-
right. There was it one of you guys that was telling me that they watched a new Justice League?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
They
you, Eric,
made-
where they flipped the personalities of Green Lantern
Yeah,
and
the Flash, yeah, great. Usually, Flash is the goofball, and Flash is the one everyone's like, "Oh, Flash." This one, the Green Lantern's like the hot head and the one who just like runs in and just doesn't think. And even Flash looks at him and just like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing?" And Green Lantern, and
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I remember one episode of Justice League that I really liked was where every other superhero was incapacitated because Lex Luthor merged with Brainiac, and you know he went Flash like ran around the earth super fast and hit the Flashpoint, and you know he beat the shit out of Lex Luthor. Like, oh my god, if you watch it, it's fucking intense. He's literally beating Brainiac out of Lex Luthor, and it's incredible. And then he almost like fucking dies and vanishes because he goes too fast, and he kind of says, "I can never go that fast again," it was really cool, and it was cool to see them give some love to the Flash because, you know, like I said, like a lot of people don't really care for the Flash that much, because it's like, no, why would you like the Flash when you have Superman or Batman and blah blah blah. I mean, I don't know. I like the Flash.
Yeah,
I know
me
one
too.
of my friends like loves the Flash. Like he dressed up for him as Halloween, and
that's
and
cool.
he tried running fast and kind of ran into a pole,
Of course. That's
which
what's
the
gonna
Flash wouldn't do because like the Flash would like vibrate through it.
I think like one of my favorite Flash moments is a moment where like he makes his heart go so fast it looks like he's dead and like he's flatlined.
Oh, he's flatline. Yeah.
And so they take him out. It's like, nope. And then it's like, Flash, what the fuck did you do? Oh, I just made my heart go so fast. It appeared
Ultimate
still.
trolling.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh man. Going along with comic book characters, you guys know that the Captain America movie's coming out soon, right? I think
Yep.
it's next month.
Yeah, I think it's
In
April.
April. Yeah. So they're doing a big promotion at Disneyland for it, you know, because in the Interventions area, they had Iron Man, they had Thor, and now they're doing Captain America.
Mhm.
So I don't know. That's one good thing to get hyped for. But another piece of like Disney news is if you guys have gone to Disneyland, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like there's a lot of like rockabilly styled jackets that people are wearing, and there's actually like if you kind of think of like Disney's Sons of Anarchy. This is like people who religiously go to Disneyland, and they've started their own clubs. Like I think the first original club was called the Neverlanders, and they have like, you know, like the jean jacket vests with like the big patch at the back. It looks pretty cool, and like they're becoming. I guess the mainstream media is picking up on them a lot, like because I go to Disneyland a lot, and I have seen that. I always thought like, oh, that's really cool, but apparently it's a lot bigger than I thought. Like there's like, you know, 10 different factions. I don't know. It's pretty cool, and it's like, man, I can live out my dream of being in a biker gang without actually having to deal with all the bad shit. I don't know. That was a cool little thing that
That's
I saw.
really interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how badass jean jacket. I hate jean jackets. Actually, I think jeans belong on your. I think religiously, I think they belong on your legs.
But you're wearing khakis and
Well,
something
yeah,
that looks
right now I
reminiscent
am,
of
but
a
I just-
jean shirt.
It's not reminiscent. It's just
Yeah,
dark
it's
blue.
blue, whatever.
Yeah,
Just because something is blue doesn't mean it's jeans. That chair over there is blue.
So it's made of
It's-
jeans.
It's made out of.
There's some blue spots in your shirt, actually.
Oh,
It's
I
part
need to take
jeans.
it off.
But that does sound cool. That's interesting. They have. I mean, but there is a big cult following for Disney.
Okay, real
That
quick
makes
though,
sense.
like if you guys were to have like, you know, your as Sons of Anarchy, like Disney style, like what land would you guys want, or like what group would you be a part of? What would you make up?
I would get Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland.
Yeah, because they have.
I think
Space
there's
Mountain.
No.
one called the Tomorrowland Rebels,
That's
which
cool.
it looks like if you've seen like, you know, the Rebel Alliance symbol, but the middle part turns into Mickey Mouse ears.
That's
So
cool.
it looks really cool.
I'm gonna have to disagree with what I just said. I gotta go with the Toonland or whatever.
Oh, Toontown? So it's
Toontown.
like, what would you call that? Like, just like...
But there's nothing fun in Toontown.
No,
Dude, Roger
Mr. Ra-
Rabbit! What are you talking
Yeah,
What's
about?
with me and the names?
there's that, and then there's the Gadget roller coaster.
Well, it's
and
mostly for
that's
kids
it.
anyways, but
I
still,
know,
Roger
but-
Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit, and you can meet Mickey.
Minnie's better, bitch. Minnie's better, bitch.
I will fight you.
Minnie is just Mickey Mouse in drag. The
How
same
dare-
person,
how
Jesus.
dare you. Minnie's a lovely lady.
I would call us the Toonketeers.
The Toonketeers.
No, the two. No, I got
Preston's
nothing.
broken.
Preston's just full of shit, aren't you? Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey!
Alright, well, one last piece of Get Hype news. Have you guys, and this kind of segues from the Captain America comics thing, you guys watched the original Sin City?
I actually haven't seen it.
Really?
I haven't
Oh,
seen
you
it.
should go
No, I
watch it.
haven't
It's
either.
super, dude. Like, go watch it. It's super noir. Like, it's just really badass, and it's just a really fun movie. Like, definitely go out and watch it. And if you can, read the comic book. The comic book by Frank Miller is like, it's fantastic. Well, they just released, and I put this up on the Epic Nerdcast page. But the second movie trailer came out for the second movie, Sin City: A Dame to Kill For. So if you like noir and like, you like the concepts of noir, like definitely go watch the original Sin City.
How long ago was did that one come out?
Oh god, that was like 2003, 2004,
That's
something
what
like
I thought. I thought
that.
it was.
It was
all good.
oh god, I don't remember, but it's Frank. It's Frank Miller. Same thing with like 300. This was like more stylized than 300 though.
Oh yeah.
Like it's black and white with maybe some color like
Like,
isolated.
the blood is red and all that.
No, even the blood isn't really as red. It's mostly
Oh.
white. But there's like some things like a lady's lips and stuff like that.
Huh.
Very stylized, very cool. I actually did kind of a parody off of it, like earlier years of college. I don't know. I would say go check it out.
We'll
and
try
get
to
hyped for that
find.
shit.
We'll try to find the link to the video and post it.
I already did. I just said that I put it up on our page.
Oh, go check the link on the page.
See, don't even check our page, you motherfucker.
I check it.
Did you watch it?
I didn't watch. No, I didn't watch. I watched. Actually, no. I watched that. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in it. So
Yeah. That's they have Justin Gordon-Levitt. They have Josh Brolin, who's there's a character in the first film, McCarthy. In the first film, he's played by Clive Owens, and like the character's introduced that he just got a new face.
Oh.
So this one is going to take place before that, before he got a new face. That's why they can have Josh Brolin do that, which is really cool.
Nice.
But they also have some other people replacing people, like because you know how Michael Clark Duncan is dead. They have a new guy for that. But they still have Bruce Willis, Jessica Alba. Oh God, what's his name? Guy. I can't remember
What
his name.
movie
right
was
now.
he in?
The wrestler.
Oh.
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke. Well, I was gonna. His character in The Wrestler was Randy the Ram Robinson, and for some reason I was gonna call him Randy Savage. That's not Randy Savage.
Get in the ring, brother.
Yeah. That's Hulk Hogan, man.
Snap into a slim Jim.
There you go. Oh yeah, brother. It's Bonesaw from Spider-Man. Bonesaw is ready. No, you guys don't remember that in Spider-Man?
I just love your impression.
Dude, he's a fun voice to play. I don't know. No. I don't know. You guys been hyped for anything?
No, actually, no, not really.
What? You're not hyped for Kill la Kill?
Yes.
It's fucking amazing. Dude, have you watched the latest one?
Yeah, dude. Blood showers everywhere. Blood
Oh,
showers.
literal blood showers.
Jesus
like, holy
Christ.
fuck. And just, man, the first few minutes of that is super incesty and weird.
Yep. I was talking to my brother about this too. It was just like, oh, so she joins the family,
Yeah.
realizes.
Wait. Let's not go too much into spoilers for people who haven't seen it.
That was my reverse.
Make sure now you bleep that out.
Okay, future Eric, bleep that.
And make sure you do, because I listen to this podcast, unlike this guy, Preston.
Future Eric, make sure to leave in the stuff about.
Fuck you.
No, that's not or again.
Nope, it's in California.
Southern California.
Bay Area.
Okay.
Seriously, this is going to be a bunch of white noise. Wait, Bay Area? What the fuck are you talking about?
We're in the South Bay.
Well, you know what? That's interesting. When people say Bay Area, a lot
They
of
do kind of think.
yeah, they
San
think
Francisco,
up north.
don't
Like
they?
no, South Bay. Like still like Bay Area? No.
I mean, no, it is Bay Area, so then it's, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. But Kill la Kill, holy shit.
Kill la Kill was pretty oh, Jesus Christ.
Like that, like,
It's very,
every episode you have no idea where the fuck the next episode is gonna go.
it's, yeah, like it's so fucking, like, manic. Like, it's that's the only way I know how to describe it is manic.
It is, but in a good way. Like,
Yeah,
it's done
yeah.
correctly.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, it's amazing.
It's like controlled chaos.
Yes, it is. And it's not even really controlled chaos, it's streamlined chaos.
See, this is the problem I'm having with our Kill la Kill segment, because we also don't want to spoil it. So it's like, we can't talk about it because we'll spoil it, but then how do we do a Kill la Kill segment?
We just type it up. So go watch it, you fucking nerds. Yeah, get on that shit. Kill la Kill is amazing, and I think that was episode 22 or something like that, because it's slated
Somewhere
for
around
only
there.
26. So I'm
somewhere around there.
man, the pace that it's going, it's like I would really love to see a season 2, but at the pace it's going, it's like where the fuck are they gonna go after this? It's like
Yeah,
I have no idea what's gonna happen
I
afterwards.
assume the big bad guy's gonna die, and then what are you gonna
Well,
do?
I mean, like, it could be like, because they did Gurren Lagann, it could be like Gurren Lagann, where the only place to go now is either to fucking space or into fucking hell.
I watched the first episode of Gurren Lagann.
Mm.
I was very. That's not what I expected. The fucking because only the first episode. So the underground thing, the drilling. That's all I know about.
Yeah,
So
it
was not what I expected.
It's a different style than Kill la Kill. I think, like, if you were to watch them, go watch Gurren Lagann first, and then go watch Kill la Kill, because Gurren Lagann moves fast for an anime, but Kill la Kill is like 10 times that. And like it's a good mix, I think, between like a standard like anime that you absorb with, you know, the speed, or not quite the speed of Kill la Kill, but at the same time, like it's at a faster pace.
Yeah.
Like, it's only 2 seasons, and man, it goes places, and it is honestly one of the most epic animes ever, especially when they finally, you know, end of season 1 in season 2, like, holy shit, like, it's crazy. Like, tell me when you get to episode 10, because at the end of episode 10, you're like, damn.
All right, I'll let you know.
Plus, Kamina is one of the best characters ever created. He's fucking awesome. He's
Wait,
so badass.
Kami's the not the little dude, but the main big
Yeah,
dude.
Kamina, Simon's Aniki.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's the one with the sword. It's fucking. He's like, there's this one shot, in one of the later episodes where it's literally he's pulling the sword out of the scabbard, and it's taking him like a minute to do it. He's still talking, and it's like fucking Sephiroth's sword. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, go watch those 2 animes. They're really good.
Hey, Patrick. So I know you're probably not doing anything right now. Just tell your friends about this and us, and as how awesome we are, especially me, obviously. And yeah, we're gonna segue. Corey, segue.
Well, the next segue section is Awa. Ask us anything.
What?
So we may not have many people on Twitter, but I have been talking to some people, and they do have questions for us. So
I am single. Well, no, damn it. No.
Well, not at the moment.
Ah, yeah.
Well, Preston, if anybody has a question, where can they tweet it to?
They can tweet it to @EPC NerdCast.
What was that again?
@EPC NerdCast.
Awesome.
Is that the name?
That's where you'll find Patrick.
Is that why?
Join him. He's lonely.
Is that why I couldn't get on Twitter? It's because it's Epic Nerd
It's
Cast.
it's EPC Nerd.
Oh, and then I don't know if
Oh,
this
that's
makes a
right.
difference, but the E, P, and C are capitalized along with the N for nerd.
I don't think it does.
Yeah,
I don't have a
it does
fucking
either.
Twitter because like, wait, Preston, what did you say that Twitter was for?
What?
What?
What Twitter was for?
Yeah, why people don't have Twitters anymore?
People don't have Twitters because only young Bieber-esque girls have Twitter, except for Patrick. And because only celebrities have Twitters and tweets, that's why we have one, but you people don't because you're not famous like us. And
Well, hey, but you know what? If you start following us and tweeting with us,
You could get
we'll
famous.
all be famous.
Yay!
people will know your name and
Just
think you're
like-
not lonely.
Just like Danny, who asks, "Hey guys, if you guys could bring back a product from your childhood, what would it be? Yeah, like what product that is either like not mass produced anymore or is just completely discontinued? If you could bring it back from your childhood, what would it be and why?"
Ooh,
Real quick, his answer was that he wants to bring back Planters cheese balls and drink Pepsi Blue while he watches the Mario Party 4 commercial play. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's back when video game commercials were like live action rather than just like screenshots and shit, where they have like the Mario characters in like costume, and it's the weirdest commercial. I'm sure Eric will post it on our Facebook or he'll put it into the video. But yeah, like that.
Get ready for eye-popping, jaw-dropping GameCube action with Mario Party 4, where good friends go at it, live and uncensored. With tag match battle mode, 4 players pair up in a battle royale of 50 mini-games, played at the corner of madness and mayhem. Mario Party 4. Because it's not a party until something gets broken. Only on Nintendo GameCube. Rated E for everyone.
That's his explanation. Oh my god, I remember Pepsi Blue. Like, nobody else remembers it. It's fucking weird.
You know, if I could bring back one drink, but they still have it, so I don't even have to bring it back. You could still get it in grocery stores. It's those little Kool-Aid plastic bottles with that weird little,
weird weird Galaga looking cap.
Yeah, they just twist. They still have those though, which I just discovered like a year ago that they still have them. So you don't even have to bring. Wow.
Well, that wouldn't be your answer though. That's just like a drink I'd bring back. But yeah, Preston, you have anything?
Okay, I don't know if they can bring it back or if it even existed.
Well,
in the first place.
don't.
No.
Let
Let me finish. So, that movie with Robin Williams, not Slurm.
Oh God.
Flubber.
Flubber. Thank you. Was that an actual product?
They make Flubber probably.
Well, Flubber was the Robin Williams one, if I recall, was a remake.
It was a remake?
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like I read that was a remake before, and it was just like a reboot.
But are you talking about, did they ever make like any Silly Putty?
Did they ever make like Flubber? I feel like I played with some as a kid.
Probably. Well, Silly Putty was basically the same thing.
Well, it didn't bounce though as much.
Some Silly Putty did.
Could I put it on the bottom of my basketball shoes and dunk?
Probably not.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, that's a good answer. Eric, you have anything?
I would bring back. You guys remember Moon Shoes?
Yeah. Wait, do they still don't make those? Or?
I thought they didn't anymore. I don't know.
I remember back in beginning of high school. I remember seeing a commercial for them. Like, holy shit, they brought those back.
Yeah. Well, that was like what, like 6 years ago. So I don't know if they're gone yet.
Explain to me what moon shoes are.
They're like bouncy shoes. They're like these big things that you put on your feet.
They're imagine you're stepping on a giant like oval pad, and you strap them to your feet, and there's springs that are attached to them that allow you to like just bounce.
Could you jump like Jordan?
Probably.
Actually,
you can bounce like you're on the moon.
Moon shoes aren't that.
On moon shoes.
Moon shoes aren't that great, but there are these. I'm trying to.
That's the sound of Corey blowing his nose.
I'm trying to figure out what it was called. Air Trekkers. Air Trekkers are moon shoes for adults, and they're crazy. Fucking these fucking things. They're basically pogo stilts.
Oh, they have those for like.
Oh, those are like the professional like. I've seen them in circus and stuff like that.
Air Trekker, yeah. Apparently, like when they first came out, it was like, oh, you could run at like 20 miles per hour because of the big strides you take, and you can jump up to 6 feet in the air.
And they always look cool too.
I always wanted them.
It makes you look like a fucking satyr.
Kinda, yeah.
So you can have the abilities of a satyr without having to fuck a goat.
Thank God! Finally, I no longer have to choose.
Oh, Preston looks sad because you can't do that anymore.
You know what I'd also bring back?
I wish I could fucking go.
BK Pokemon toys.
Yes.
Burger King Pokemon toys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I was so sad when that dumb little kid had to choke on him.
Well, going off of that too, like I remember the BK also had like Dragon Ball Z figurines or like collectible statues. I had like this like silver Vegeta one that was so cool.
I never got those.
Really? Oh, they were so cool, man.
You remember the Pokemon, the golden Pokemon
Oh
cards?
yeah, the gold tablets. I remember for the longest time, my dad would go play poker at my uncle's house, and that would be his charm.
That's awesome.
And then
That's cool.
like when Jigglypuff didn't work for him, he'd switch it out from Mewtwo until that stopped working for him.
That's awesome.
I wonder how much those are actually worth.
I still have them.
Like,
I still have mine though.
I remember as a kid though, I was like fucking legit. Oh, you know what? That's what I would want to bring back. Bring back fucking like collectible toys like not only that, but like, remember a long time ago, McDonald's had the fucking Inspector Gadget
Yes!
one?
Oh my god, yes!
Where
Inspector
you,
Gadgets
like,
were the best thing.
You'd make so much money off it because
Oh
you
my
would,
gosh.
you would try and get all of them.
I got the right arm and the left leg over and over
Yes,
and over
and it pissed
again.
you off,
yeah,
right?
you never got the other one. It sucked.
Yeah, dude, like I remember doing that. You'd go to like if one McDonald's didn't have it, you go to another one.
I fucking my girlfriend used to work at McDonald's, and I would ask her about that. It's like, man, can you get me the toys? Like, yeah, you could go to pretty much any McDonald's and ask them for what toy you want now. I'm like, why didn't they have that for Inspector Gadget?
Well, I think I don't like the novelty of it. I mean, I love the novelty of going, not knowing what you're gonna get.
Oh, yeah.
Like, cause that's like what I do with like Vinylmations is like I don't like knowing what I'm gonna get.
Okay,
It's all
but
a crapshoot.
but to a certain point, that was 2 months of me trying to get just the left arm and the right goddamn leg, and every goddamn time it wasn't it. It was
Not gonna lie, that is an ingenious marketing scheme.
right?
hell yeah. Oh
And
yeah, probably
it's-
yeah.
And it's not. I haven't seen it done in a while now. Which is just like, man, you guys are dumb.
Yeah, dude, bring back the Inspector Gadget.
Bring
'cause
back
that-
any like huge thing. Like the Pokemon thing was huge because, I mean, this was crazy on their part, but they had like what 50 toys or some shit like that, right?
They had 150, didn't they have one?
No,
for
they
everyone?
didn't. They didn't have one for everyone. I have like a poster.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I have a poster. I have a poster of it, and it's not all 150, but it was a huge amount of
There's a lot,
toys.
yeah,
Yeah.
a bunch of light up ones. I had Mewtwo and Mew.
I had Mewtwo and Charmander. Those are my favorite. Then I had like the yeah, I think it was like what was it, the plush Pikachu one?
There's the plush Pikachu, but Raichu lights up. And then like Oddish was the plush one. I think Rhyhorn was solid, but it didn't light up. I forget what. I think that was one of the ones that just moved on its own. The Pokeballs, I love the Pokeballs that they come in. Mewtwo comes in that little like fucking plastic cylinder thing because it's not. It
Oh
can't be
yeah,
tied.
yeah. Like oh man, that was so cool. I'm trying to think of like some product that you could bring back that like. Oh man,
What about lawn darts?
I don't know what that is.
I've heard the phrase. I've never actually used
Never
it.
played with lawn darts? They're the most horrifying toy. What is this? You go in your front yard and you set up these little like the scoring target, and you just throw these big darts like a javelin.
Wow, they were like javelin size.
They're like javelins, like with actual points, and they would stick in the front lawn.
Holy
Jesus.
shit.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying.
Yeah. Speaking of terrifying.
One thing that I remember this from my childhood. Never actually got on the hype train for it, but I really wish they brought it back now. Was I think they were called soaps. Like they were like shoes where in the middle of it was just this. The only way to describe it was like this bar of soap, and it would allow you to jump and grind on any surface.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
They made that?
my friend Dylan, his brother was a big skateboarder and almost got into like professional skateboarding, and he had them endorse him. The soap brand endorsed him, and they gave him a pair. And I just remember seeing commercials for that, like infomercials, like Air Hogs or whatever. But
Yeah.
it was like with that, it was like so fucking cool.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Huh. That's a good idea. I don't know why I've never heard of that.
Yeah, there was probably some like maybe it was a danger of people slipping. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I really wish that that was brought back.
I still have an adult. I have an adult pair of Heelys.
Oh, dude, I fucking loved Heelys.
I should bring them to school. I still have them. They're in my room. I just never
Mine
wear
no
'em.
longer fit me, but I remember I had 2 different pairs. And I remember the first time that I got it, I got it for Christmas. I was super excited. Went into the garage, put them on, slipped, fell on my ass, didn't touch it for 2 weeks. I was so pissed.
For anyone out there listening, you can get adult Heelys. You can order them online.
Oh no,
There's a
yeah,
website.
it's just like I just like yeah. But still, like those were fucking awesome. Oh man, I remember like prior to Heelys, like the rollerblade shoes.
Oh yeah, the ones that you'd have to like manually like take
yeah,
out.
I always thought like you could press a button and like pop, you'd pop
Me
up on them.
too. And then when you learned out, you just you have to go down. It made them
That's
less
fucking
cool.
lame.
Yeah, they really.
There's actually new things that I saw where it's like you strap these like 2 wheels to the bottom of your heels. So like if you weren't like, if Heelys were a little too like hard for you, like it would be like 2 wheels on each side of your heels.
It's like
I
healing
remember
training
that, yeah.
wheels.
Yeah, pretty much. And they'd light up or some shit, but like that was a little more recent, yeah.
I think so. Yeah, that's in the last few years at
Yeah,
least.
but man, all these fucking products, man. All right, well let's go on to our second question. This question is asked by Derek, and he says, "Hey guys, if you guys had a theme song or an entrance song, what would it be?" And I guess come from a wrestling perspective, it's that song that like you're going on set or you're going into a
I
classroom.
see.
And it's like it's your song. It announces that you're here. It gets people pumped up. Like, what song would personify you guys?
In
Like,
the
would-
arms of the angel.
Jesus, I don't know.
That's the sound of Corey blowing his nose.
Anybody?
God, that's fuck. Because you have to go through like your entire music library in your head to try to figure out like.
Well,
what's
maybe
the-
not the perfect one, but like one that you think would work fine for you.
There's a song that's done by Death Clock called "I Ejaculate Fire."
Well, we could give us like the intro. Like what kind? Like is it? It's heavy, yeah. Because I'm assuming it's
It
Death Clock, 'cause
basically
it's
goes
metal.
like, "I ejaculate fire."
And here comes Preston. Get hyped.
I'm just gonna make that my pick. Eric.
There's a song called "Gerbil" by Stephen Lynch that I'm sure Preston you know. I get undressed, I start to lube, I stick the gerbil in the end of the tube, wondering just how he'll feel. Will he like it better than his little wheel? Careful,
God
careful now. He's right beside me.
Okay,
One
wait, we
more
can't say any
inch,
more of that or we
then
can get sued.
he's inside me. Okay, I'll bleep that out.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
like
think anyone
is that like like really that'd be your song?
No, I just. Maybe "The Show Must Go On" by Queen. I don't know. I
Oh,
really
that's an awesome pick.
I really respect that song because he. Oh fuck! I am blanking on his name. How am I blanking on his name?
Freddie Mercury?
Yeah, Freddie. Fuck, Jesus, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's
I'm
wrong
tired.
with you?
Freddie Mercury went into to that song, and this was when AIDS was really affecting his health, and he was really on a downward spiral. And they wheeled him in, and he's just like, the guys are just like, Freddie, do you think you'll be able to do this? And he says, watch this, darlings. And he just set up. He did it in one take perfectly.
Yeah, dude, fucking Freddie Mercury is amazing.
Great guy. Yeah, that's a great. I think I think that song perfectly catches him too.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting is like Japan fucking loves Freddie Mercury.
Really, I didn't know that.
There was like a shitload of like animes and cartoon and mangas that like just have people like, kind of like caricatures of him, and like the response from the other characters is like, Freddie Mercury, Preston. I don't know if you've seen it, but I usually for birthdays I post this like specific like clip from Cromartie High, which is an anime, and they have Freddie Mercury and it's fucking hilarious, and that's everybody's like, why the fuck is Freddie Mercury in this Japanese cartoon?
Oh yeah, you posted on my Facebook.
Yeah, when
wall.
it was your birthday. Yeah.
I've talked about Code Geass before. Not that I'm plugging it or anything, but
No, you
they
can plug
use
it. Like it's a good anime to plug.
they use the Pizza Hut's a thing in there. Like the actual Pizza Hut symbol, like logo, is in the show, and you're watching and you're just like, that's fucking Pizza Hut. That's the exact Pizza Hut logo. Where the fuck did this? Why is this in here?
Real quick, going off of that, do you know why the Taco Bell logo has changed to the purple
No.
and yellow?
Why?
All right, have you ever watched Demolition Man
Uh-uh.
with Jean-Claude Van Damme? Wait, is it Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Maybe.
I think it is. But anyways, like that movie's fucking like, it's a pretty good movie as far as an action movie goes. And in that movie, all fast food chains, there was a war. There was a fast food chain war, and the only one that survived was Taco Bell. And they designed a futuristic logo for it using that, and Taco Bell liked it so much that they said, you know what? We're going to choose an in-between logo. Because it's not quite going to be the exact same logo, but we'll have the color scheme. So it'll be like, if there really is a fast food war, hey,
That's awesome.
we're going to win.
That is so cool, actually.
Why
Yeah,
would
like-
Taco Bell win over everyone else?
Like
weird.
I don't know, but like it's like in the movie, it's the gourmet thing. Like they go to this fancy party and they're serving like little like appetizers of like nachos, and it's fucking hilarious.
I'm just thinking because like McDonald's and Subway make the most money.
Yeah, well, that's why it's ironic and kind of funny. But that's so cool that it came from this movie.
Yeah, seriously. Huh.
Yeah. Real quick, I don't think I said my interest in music, but I think I would go with there's a Japanese. I'll do two. One is this Japanese band by the name Bees or Bizu. It's just B with a Z, and they have this song called Monster. And like the opening is just them like, and it's hard rock, and they start out going hey, and then like you hear these violins come in, and it's just intense, and it just pumps you up. So I'd choose that as my Japanese one, and then if let's see here, man, I probably just go with the Linkin Park.
Oh, yeah.
My interesting because just like you know how big of an LP fan I am,
Yeah.
and just like a lot of their songs like don't even like not even the lyrics, but like faint or fucking awesome. That's perfect, Eric. Or Preston. Fucking whiteys all look alike. I'm not
I take
racist.
offense to that.
Me too. Let's beat this Asian guy up.
Wait, you're not beating up on the right Asian guy, guys.
Let's get this Korean.
Oh, you motherfucker. Yeah, I choose either like Faint or like I don't know. I can't think of anything. Oh, fucking is it Papa Roach?
Papa Roach? Wow.
Just
Broken
Wanna Be
Home,
Loved?
I don't know.
Whoa, never give up.
I'm not sure.
I think it is Papa Roach, but it was a theme song for WWE Raw for a while, and it just like that song gets your adrenaline going. So I don't know. I always felt like for me, like I like getting people like pumped up and ready to go. So like I would have that as my theme.
That would get
Okay.
so irritating if every time someone walked into a room, a song played.
Well, not every time, but like it's like like oh, director on set, like all right, first day of shooting, guys, like let's get pumped, and then it's like this really depressing movie. You're shooting $1 Million Baby.
What if you do Preston's pick and it's like, guys, let's get pumped. You walked in the arms of the angels.
It's fucking good.
Jesus.
All right. One last question. I think you guys will really like this. This question comes to us from Cece.
Hi, Cece.
She sounds cute.
It's a guy.
He sounds cute.
You do sound cute.
All
If
right.
you ever were a girl on New Girl, because she's hot on that show, then I'd like you
Hey,
more.
Cece, you should follow us on Twitter.
Cece, you should get back together with Schmidt. I'm sorry, this is New Girl again.
At EPC NerdCast.
CC stands for cousin Chris. It's my cousin.
Still, follow us on Twitter. Still.
He asks, if you were a gym leader, what type of gym leader would you be, and what would your
Okay,
lineup be?
hold-
Now, wait, now listen. Your lineup has to be
I'd be lifting all
3
day.
Pokemon, all right?
Okay.
3 Pokemon, you choose one specific type. It's 2 Pokemon that are like, okay, and then 1, like, rare or super strong type.
Okay, I actually there was a Pokemon League on campus that I was in they had a tournament.
I saw on Facebook, yeah.
They had a tournament to just, like establish who's going to be the gym leaders for that. So I already had my lineup picked. I had to drop out because I've been busy.
Right.
But I did have so 1 Dragon type.
You're dragon type
Yeah.
gym leader? Okay.
And I'm trying to think because does like Dragonite or Salamence count as like super rare, or is that like a?
I mean, if you played the Pokemon games, like usually the last Pokemon or their strongest Pokemon is one that's like either the highest evolved evolution or something, or a rare one, or a super strong one. So yeah, I would count that as
Yeah,
like,
and they're both like 600s.
I would allow Dragonair, but not Dragonite as like a normal.
Interesting.
Yeah. As far as the other 2, like I would like was it Claire that has like Dratini, Dragonair, and then Dragonite's
Yeah.
the last one or whatever. Like I would say like that's a lineup, and like Dragonite would be like the top tier one.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Okay, yeah, that's changing it around a little bit. Let me think. It would definitely be Dragon type though, because I fucking love dragons. Probably would be a fucking. Damn, I really like Dragonite has always been my favorite, but I'm really getting into my Salamence right now. Like my Dragonite's kind of.
I
but
don't like Salamence.
Salamence is my sweeper right now. Really, fucking Dragonite's but Salamence is really giving it. Probably gonna not Hydreigon, but because we have to have a lower form, the middle one.
It's God, it goes off of fucking German numbers.
Wait, I can count it. Ein, zwei, drei is German. Ein, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, zehn.
Zwei dragon? No, because zwei is 2 hands, right? Zweihander is a 2-handed sword, so it's zwei. Whatever.
Like, I don't know.
Whatever. The 2-headed one.
The 2-headed one, the pre-evolved form of Hydreigon would be 1. Then probably Dragonite would be my sweeper. Would be the big guy, and then the other small one. Shit. What would be
like
a small?
Sybil Dratini?
No, thank you. Sorry, I was thinking so much. No, you know what? I guess I'd make it Shelgon. Why not have one of each? Yep.
That sounds good. Preston, what about you, man?
I would be bug type.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
That's weird.
Surprisingly.
Ballsy, man.
Any lower?
Dude, how fucking like weird would that be? Like the last gym leader's a bug type bug type trainer. That'd be so fucking weird.
That's like out of any lower evolved form is going to be really bad. Like they get
Yeah.
good at the final form, but anything before that is going to be.
Well, I mean,
awful.
I would say that it would be acceptable for your 2 lower ones to be like a Scyther or like,
Would Scyther be a lower one?
Yeah.
Scyther
I would
would be
I would say that
Wait,
it's or like
whoa.
lower than normal one. Like
What's better than a Scyther besides? I mean, Pincer and
you
Heracross
can go
are
with
better
like
than
you can go with like
Scissor?
Scissor and Scyther have the same amount of stats. The only difference is that Scissor has a little more speed and a little less attack.
Attribute too.
Wait, it has
Really?
a what?
It has the metal attribute as well.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it better. It just means it's
No,
metal.
but it's the higher evolved form. Like you know how like in Pokemon
But-
games when you see that, like it doesn't necessarily have to be stat wise better, but it because it has that that's one thing that's in Pokemon where it's like how you have a fucking Onix as as the high level one for fucking Brock.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can make like Scyther the lower one and then Scissor the big one. I don't think that counts.
I think it does count. I'm trying to think of an example for that, but
Anyways, I got my picks.
Okay,
Alright, wait.
So I have Butterfree because Butterfree is always like I love Butterfrees.
so that's your big one.
No, that's a small one.
Oh, so, okay.
I
can accept
have,
that.
and then these two are debatable between which one's the big one, which one's the small one. I would pick either Scolipede or Yanmega.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Scolipede or Yanmega.
I think it also depends on
Scolipede.
like, are you a bug poison user or like?
Well, I mean that he'd be the only poison.
Right, so that might be a little weird at a.
You wouldn't want like a Heracross? A Heracross is a motherfucker.
Oh yes, he is.
I
Fucking Mega Horn.
Yeah.
You know what?
Fucking shit, dude.
The one what was it? Not Black and White.
He has
the
a
one-
Mega Evolution, doesn't he?
Yeah, Heracross
Yeah.
and Pinsir, they both have, and so does
I don't like
Scizor.
Pinsir's. Pinsir's like Mega
He's
Evolution.
flying and it looks
His-
evil as shit.
I think like the only thing is like I think it's funny because he looks like he's fucking like cracked out because his eyes are all bloodshot.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
"Ugh, fuck."
It's terrifying.
It is terrifying. It's just like the design really looks like he got fucking like high on PCP and
If
he's gonna
you're
fucking.
if you're in the Pokemon world and that is flying towards you, you're dead.
Yeah, you're fucking.
You're-
Not even that, you're gonna have a heart attack and die.
So I think that those would be my 3 picks.
Okay, wait,
but-
I'm sorry. What were three picks?
So it's
again?
Butterfree, Yanmega, and then Scolipede.
So which one's your heavy hitter?
I think it would end up being Scolipede.
Man, if your Butterfree's the weak one, Butterfree could beat up Shelgon. I'm trying to think that was like maybe I could substitute Shelgon for like Dredingon because that's like the one that doesn't evolve, like that's like rock and dragon.
We're getting really detailed with this.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Or-
that's cool. I mean, like, I don't know.
What's yours, Corey?
Maybe.
I'm debating because I always liked fire, but at the same time, you can have some cool combinations with fighting.
Mm.
You know what? I'm gonna go with fighting actually.
Do both and just have the 3 starters, the 3 firefighting starters. Boom.
Oh, that'd be fucking bomb. But then like, okay, I guess I could do that. Then like I'd have Blaziken as my main the main guy. I'd have a Lucario as
Good pick.
as like one of the higher level, lower level ones.
Yeah.
And then I don't. Well, Infernape. Wait, Infernape is fighting, right?
Yeah, fighting fire. So is,
Well, then I'd have to go one lower. I'd go with it's not Chimchar. It's
Oh man, I forget. I always forget the middle stages.
yeah.
Not Infernape, but
It's Chimchar, blank, Infernape.
Ape kick.
What?
Monkey Doodle.
Monkey Doodle. That's
Monkey
it.
Doodle.
Monkey
Yes. That,
Doodle.
well, whatever.
Monferno.
Oh, actually, that's right. Yeah,
Is it?
Monferno.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then
Yeah, yeah.
Monferno would be my would be the first one that I throw out. Next one probably Lucario, and then Blaziken with a Mega Evolution. That'd be pretty cool. But I don't know. You know what? Let me retract that. Because that doesn't seem really fair if I'm choosing like a fire and fighting type compared to what you guys show. So I'll just go with fighting. I would definitely have. I think I'd go with Lucario as my main then. Then I'd go with I've always liked having Machoke. Machoke is like a second tier, and then what would I do for first tier? Maybe Hitmonlee?
Yeah, maybe. I always liked Hitmonlee over Hitmonchan.
Yeah, I think we discussed this in episode. Oh wait, no, that was unreleased.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit. Well then, no, it was released, wasn't it? 'Cause I remember listening to it. It was episode 0.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah, I think
alright.
it was episode 0. But yeah, God, I can't really think right now. I'm fucking tired. Give me some fighting Pokemon.
Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Machamp, Hitmontop.
I'm trying to think of like
Um,
newer gen ones.
There's Pancham, the big bear,
Oh
the
no!
panda
I
fighting
fucking
one.
get Pancham then.
Cool.
He's so badass. 'Cause he looks like a fucking fucking Bancho dude. Like,
Yeah, kinda, a
like
little
he's
bit.
fucking awesome. He's got the twig in his mouth. He's like fucking badass. Like super like Chimchurasa. Oh, so cool. So yeah, I choose Pancham.
And then there's Chestnut, which is the starter leaf
And-
type.
Yeah.
What
I
about
guess
the
I'll go
guy with the big
Pancham.
pillars.
I
Oh
go-
yeah, that guy.
Pillarmon.
Girder.
Gorder, yeah.
I don't like him. I don't like him. Maybe a Metacham.
You'd see. Yeah.
No, you know
What about Gallade, the psychic fighting? Like what? Not Curlia evolves into either
Oh,
Gallade or
yeah. That's a little too OP.
Yeah.
I think if I were a gym leader, I'd put like a gym leader design. I'd go Lucario, Machoke, and Pancham.
Cool.
Like I think that'd be a badass team. All right. Well,
Hey,
that's
dragon, bug, and fighting. Interesting.
yeah. That is an interesting like variance.
Yeah.
Huh, this is weird. All right, well then, why don't we go into our new segment? Usually, this is where we have the Steam Watch, but the Steam there's some time in between the different sales.
We'll bring
So-
it back when the sales come back.
Oh yeah, we'll probably do this once every month or whatever.
They
But-
do a spring sale, right?
No,
They
only
don't.
summer.
Oh.
All right, well then let's go into the new segment, the Twitch Watch. So we'll go into we'll be watching some Twitch streams, and we can hype some stuff out. Like we actually have a friend, her name's Aya Montoya. She has her own Twitch streams, got a couple thousand followers. She's pretty good shit, man. We'll definitely plug her a little bit more. But Preston, why don't you tell us what's going on at the Twitch Plays Pokemon 2?
It's
Twitch
like
Plays Pokemon went down from like an average of 50,000 viewers to about
8,000.
not even like last I saw it was like 1,800.
Yeah.
And you
no,
think it's just
it's not
because-
that low.
I thought it was.
1,800.
When I checked, it was like 2,000, 1,800.
The lowest I've ever seen is like 8,000. That's
Yeah.
the lowest.
but that's from like seeing like 70, 80,000 regularly. It's died. Like it's
Dude, that's
died.
lame.
You know, the original gen, was super, super, hyped up and all that. And then afterwards, it's still fun, but it's
This,
just
oh my
dumb.
god. So then, couple Twitch Plays Pokemons later, it'll be like, black and white, or not black and white, it'll be like fucking X and Y, where it comes back, it's like, oh no, it's like back to the originals, and then you'll have the people like, no, original 150 only.
Yeah, I'm assuming
I
that
bet.
this is the last time they're doing it because it dropped off so much. Like this, it's like pretty much a 90% drop of viewership. Like that's how bad it's
Yeah,
doing.
well, I mean, like we discussed this before, that it's like it was a social experiment,
Yeah.
and that's where the hype was. But now that it's been done, and it's kind of just playing off of stuff that's already happened, it's not going to be as popular.
The first day of Twitch Plays Pokemon 2 had immense viewership, around like 100,000, and then it just dropped off from there because people realized like, oh well, this is kind of lame.
They just beat the Elite Four.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Oh, so now they can go into Kanto.
So now
and
they're
do
in
the-
Kanto now.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that like the Elite Four happens like mid game.
Yeah, people are kind of waiting for Mount Silver because that's when I think.
You think they modded it?
I think it's modded to where they have Red's
Original
ending
lineup.
Pokemon.
That would be
Really?
be really cool. That's what everyone's
That's
hoping.
awesome.
So that's gonna be a lot of fun, but that's not gonna happen for probably
A while.
Yeah, they have 8 more badges
So
to
then
go.
when I'm wondering then, do you think there's going to be more democracy rather than anarchy now? that
Oh no,
less
there's
viewers?
some weird other setup now, right? Where it's like actually no, it's changed twice since the original like voting system. One, it was like every hour, like it was like an hour of anarchy, and then it would switch to some democracy thing
That's weird.
automatically. Yeah, and then they even changed it since then to some other new thing that I don't even know. I haven't
No,
been.
it's just not the same anymore.
It's
like-
not. It really isn't.
Which I mean, it's run its course. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
perfectly okay.
Yeah.
I had fun with it while it lasted.
I like some of the lore that was coming out of it with Laser Gator and Togepi dying, and then like Admiral Sentret dying too. It was who do they have? Laser Gator. They have Shuckle the Tank. Who else do they have?
They have the Espeon.
Oh yeah, Espeon the Leading Light.
They have the Dragonair or whatever named Katie.
Right. Oh right, because it was a big thing in the original one where their Venomoth beat a dragon. Their level like 30 something beat a level 50 Dragonite, and now that they
What?
have a Dragonair, there was like a battle with a Venomoth, and they're just like, oh, it's our turn now.
Against Will's I think it's Will, the Elite Four guy.
Yeah, I
who's
think-
Venomoth, yeah.
yeah.
I mean that's done. That's they beat it.
Yeah. Yeah, I forget who else they have, but it's interesting. Like before, like the first time with the lore was all about the god of the Helix, and now it's all about like instead of religion,
what
it's
I-
more about war.
Well,
and-
what I was going to say, it's like, I think some of the popularity dropped off because it was so, like, fresh. Like, the
Yeah.
lore that came out of it was just, like, on the fly, whereas this one, it's kind of still there's already a structure in place for how to create the lore, and you know that's I mean, it definitely has its place, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna be the same. But would you say people still check it out, like check in periodically and to see where it's at?
They definitely do, or at least go on the Reddit.
Yeah, if you want to keep up with it, just go on the Twitch Plays Pokemon subreddit. I mean, really, I haven't been watching the stream at all. I've just been keeping myself updated with the fan art.
Yeah, same here.
Well, you get to the fan art's spectacular.
Fan art's pretty awesome.
Maybe we'll put up a few more fan art like we did last time. Some of that was pretty cool that you found. A lot of the ones that you did put up was the ones that I saw, but there were a couple that I was like, oh.
I honestly, the ones I put up were just like the best ones I found on the top of the Google image. I didn't go through the Reddit to look for them.
Yeah, still though, they're still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well then we'll move into our second to last segment. Who does blank want to kick in the balls this week?
I'm a very happy person.
Don't you want to kick in the balls of the people who package fiber gummy bears to look like regular
They need to make that shit more obvious.
So Preston, who does Preston want to kick in the balls this week?
They need to make that shit more obvious.
Wait, who does?
The people who package things.
Goddamn
fiber
packagers.
gummies.
Those damn child-safe bags aren't child-safe enough because someone could seriously injure themselves or their plumbing.
So Preston, you want to kick them straight in the balls.
I want to kick them right in their
I'm a
anuses.
happy person. Oh my god, those fuckers with their gummies.
Those gummies, they make them delicious. Even though I did think they tasted a little medicine-y at the time, they were still... I mean, they
Just straight in the balls.
I'm sorry, you got
straight in the balls.
All right, well, what's
Straight
going to
in the
happen next time
gummy
on
balls.
the Epic Podcast?
Probably the same thing that we're doing now.
Eric, you got any things coming up? Any plans?
New beta test. New beta test is gonna come up.
All right,
this
you'll tell us
Friday,
about that next week.
I'm gonna go see the wind rises over the weekend.
Dude, that's so fucking fun. I need to go watch that.
Yeah, so we'll have that to talk about, and then is there anything else? Nothing I can think off the top of my head.
I'm going to be playing Last of Us and giving up playing Last of Us multiple times.
Wait, did you get the DLC?
Yeah,
DLC?
I'm doing that after.
I heard it's really good.
I'm waiting.
I heard not just like gameplay wise, but narratively, it's supposed to be really good.
I'm excited to start the multiplayer.
Oh my God, guys, we got through a podcast without Corey mentioning the wonderful 101.
That was literally what I said I was gonna say what I was gonna do. Yeah, I'm like, well, now that I'm done with Wind Waker, I'm gonna be playing more Wonderful. Wait, I did say Wonderful 101.
Did you?
Yeah, that was like way early in the podcast. I think that was like I think I said like.
Is that when we were talking about the Wii U?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
I mentioned it, but yeah, that's what I'll be doing next is getting through Wonderful 101. I believe I am like one mission away from where it's supposed to hit the fan, and shit's going insane already, and I am just my body is ready. I am prepared.
I mean, his nipples are rock
Corey,
hard.
I mean,
Corey
it's
actually
the
spread
glass
his
cutters.
Corey actually spread his legs when he said, "I am prepared."
Well, that's just a great note to end this on.
I would like to thank Patrick for his wonderful viewership.
We love you, Patrick. Our bodies are ready for you.
Patrick, you're not gonna listen to this. I know it.
See you next time, guys.
Bye.